My babies, what up? What up? What up? What up? We are back. Is it Monday already?
It's definitely Monday already.
Time flies when you're having fun.
And you know what? I found this out because I listened to a lot of shout out to my boy E.T. Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. Shout out to him. I found out this because I listened to him a lot. He said when he used to do his shows during the pandemic, he used to be like, "What up? What up? What up? It's your boy E.T." And I'm like, "Damn, that's funny because." Like without even knowing that, like, you know what I'm saying, it's kind of natural to just kind of be like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Dog, just cause yeah, that when you just said that, that reminded me of him. But you know, like,
Well, in case you were wondering if you're new here, thank you. Welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and go back and check out our previous 71 videos. If you're wondering who I am your slightly thick. And baby, I'm telling you, I'm getting thicker by the day. That's why I'm glad we worked out today because auntie, sister, cousin, girlfriend in your head, I'm always going to be extremely colorful. Okay. And I am one half of the hottest podcast out of Detroit on a Monday night. This is
I'm your
Time to Talk It
boy,
Out.
and I'm your boy T Double. I thought she was saying this is,
No, I was
but
segueing to that. This
um,
is Time to Talk It Out, and this is the Chocolate Shop.
on the internet, I'm your boy T Double, man. And you know, I'm gonna always tell you that we got a banger for you. Okay? Cause it's always a banger, man. So what you gotta know is a happy fireworks night if you from Detroit, if you from the city, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into that in a second, but you know how we always start our show off, you know what I'm saying? We pay a little homage and tonight is a special one for me. We're gonna say rest in peace to my granny, you know, lady that raised me. Rest in peace to that wonderful soul, Miss Johnny Mae McGuffey. You know what I'm saying? You might know her. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that somebody could be watching this that knows her eventually. We can come back to it.
Rest in peace, Granny. I had the privilege to meet her, so
Yeah.
I feel very real privileged. In case
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, yeah, I, in your case, it was a privilege to me. I went through a lot because I got to more than meet her. We got to live together for a very long time. You know, so I enjoyed her in so many ways. You know, and I appreciate her for a lot of things that she
Amen.
did. So,
Hey, you know what I always say? There is not anything on this planet better than a grandma.
yeah, that's true.
So, our deepest condolences go out to you, T Double. We love you, and we lift you up in prayer, and your whole family. We send condolences out to you guys. We lift you guys up in prayer. We ask the Lord to give you guys peace and serenity, and that you guys can just come together in celebration and memories, and just remember who she raised y'all to be, and
Absolutely. Yeah,
take
absolutely.
pride in that and share
Absolutely.
y'all memories. You know, talk like her and eat all her favorite foods at the repast and share y'all memories. You know, and just always know that she loved y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know. It was a hard one. Not only you know that, but it was also on Father's Day. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hard one for you know what I'm saying. But I had a lot of help. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Just keep my mind busy, keep my mind going. But you know, I'm not running from it. It's just it's life. It happens. So I'm preparing. Is what it is. So, condolences to my family from me as well. You know what I'm saying? To my loved ones, and yeah, we all just praying. You know, I'm y'all are in my prayers as well. Hopefully, I'm in yours. So
Well, y'all can rest in knowing that she was a woman of God, so she is
absolutely.
now resting. You know, no more suffering. She ain't got to deal with the orange guy or none of the bull crap going on in this world. She is in the bosom of her father, you know,
Absolutely.
and
It's just
she's
hard to see, you know what I'm saying, the initial carried
absolutely,
away. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So.
But that just I just had to throw that out there because
Oh
that's
yeah, I
what's in the
totally
Bible.
understand that, and I
You
totally
know
understand that,
that
and I understand that, and that's you know what I'm saying.
when
What
your
I think
person,
about when you know, it's just like I just felt like that was the last of, and I'm not gonna say like my childhood, but that was like my childhood household. Like we was you know what I'm saying. Yeah, when we go outside, like you know what I'm saying, or when we get to go to people's housing, or people come over our housing, but when it was the grit and the grind, you went to sleep and it was go to school time and it was all this time, you clean up time. It was this core and that whole core for me, like that was the last. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of
yeah,
just it touched me, kind of you know what I'm saying. It hit home and every single one did, and then that was just like the last little thread holding on and so. Um, but to carry on, rest in peace to Tay Keith, the music
like
producer.
what was up with that?
Um, yeah, 29 years old, man.
I know that don't say Clive Davis died.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We about to get to Clive too. I always heard about that Clive. Yeah. Tay Keith, Bright. I hope I'm saying this right. Brigtavius Lakeith Chambers. Um, I hope I pronounced that correct. 29 years old, man. One of the hottest producers out. Tay Keith, fuck them niggas up. Ba ba da da ba da. And him and Sexy Red was in some type of legal kind of dispute before this happened, and
How he died?
well, nobody knows just yet. So, we are everything is alleged here. Um, Allegedly, his girlfriend or baby mama or significant other or whoever it was did a welfare check on him because she said she hadn't seen him in 24 hours. This was the most recent story that I seen that kind of made sense. Everything else was kind of just like slow. But she said she hadn't seen or heard from him in the last 24 hours, basically saying like that wasn't like him. And she said she know that he had like a breathing problem or something like that. Like he had like health conditions basically. And to not hear from him, you know what I'm saying, a
He had
text.
asthma.
They didn't necessarily say exactly. She just said like so like breathing problems, like conditions with breathing, health conditions with breathing type of deal. So that's the call that they got. That's the 911 call. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the welfare check. So that's allegedly that's what. But nobody still knows. Like it's not
The
nothing.
autopsy is not.
There's nothing reported that you know what I'm saying. That's what happened because there was a bunch of other stories. Some stuff about he you know what I'm saying just did it himself, or then they was talking about he was off whippets and people was just saying anything. So when they pulled up the call, that made more sense. It sounded more like you know what I'm saying. It could possibly be more of a reality thing than all the other stuff that I heard. But rest in peace to Tay Keith and condolences to his family. I don't know if he had any kids out here. But, just definitely prayers up to them. Prayer warriors, strong that way. Because, it's just a rough time. It's definitely a rough time. And we definitely was getting to Clive Davis. Rest
I'm
in peace.
sorry, I'm being nosy all on your paper,
No,
but
that's fine. No,
I
that's
couldn't
fine.
believe my eyes.
So and we're getting into it. Clive Davis is next. Rest in peace, Clive. Clive Davis. Rest in peace. 94 years old.
Dang, I didn't even realize he was that old, but yeah.
I'm 94 years old. Another, you know what I'm saying?
Legend.
Legend in the industry, absolutely.
When I think of Clive Davis, I think of Whitney Houston.
Alicia Keys. I mean, there's lots. There's plethora. I'm sure. Yeah. So, Yeah, Clive Davis is a mogul, man. He's a
He is music,
yeah. So
honestly. Like,
rest in peace to him.
yeah, that's crazy.
Condolences to his
But I mean,
family.
94 years old, that's a long, like he contributed so much to
Yes,
the
yeah,
world.
absolutely,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So let that man go rest with Jesus. You know what I'm
Absolutely,
saying?
absolutely. He ready. Well, I ain't gonna say it like that. I don't feel like that, but I
Because
feel like.
he still had some years promised. Because the Bible say you get 120. So he still had a couple of years
But
promised, but he probably was tired.
yeah, people getting the older generations because of how the younger generations are getting so crazier. I mean, it's not that people. I feel like it's just like, oh, I'm just out of here. I feel like people are already just like, what's next? Like, what's left? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to, and I feel like the fear of the older generation is I don't want to be outside and some young person just do something crazy.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them do be staying in the house and stuff like that. But I just feel like, especially the older generation, they used to be in their Bible more. They,
Absolutely,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying,
yes. Church,
talking to God.
church.
Even if they wasn't in church, they was in their Bible
But
type.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying
saying? Definitely church.
more of
Most
them,
definitely.
still more of them.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Yes. And so I feel like that's why a lot of them live longer. You know what I'm saying? Even with diabetes, high blood pressure, they be had diabetes and high blood pressure for 45 years.
It's just certain stuff about that remind me of my granny. I just think about she was real heavy on the Bible, but just she was real good with the stuff that she knew. Oh, don't get me wrong. Oh, she'll sit up at night, pop that light on, get that magnifying glass, and oh, she in there, baby. She'll be reading it because it's so small. She can't see small words like that. You know what I'm saying? She
Mm-hmm.
pop that magnifying glass open. She reading it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And and I'm not gonna say that she was just like, oh, buy everything that the Bible says. She just wasn't
Who
Bible.
can?
You know what I'm
Her
saying?
name was Johnny, not Jesus.
Right. I'm not. Right. I'm just making
No,
it
I'm
clear.
not. I'm not being
Yeah.
mad at
Right.
you. I'm just
Right.
saying, like,
Right. Right.
I had a conversation about that earlier. Like, you don't. Before I started my journey toward Jesus from righteous to righteous, I used to think that. You know what I'm saying? I used to think like, what do I look like just reading the Bible and studying the Bible? Like, I'm not no preacher. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to teach the Bible. So what do I need to study the Bible for? God got me. I gotta pray, ask God for what I want, follow the 10 Commandments, and that's it. That's what I thought.
So you treated the
I
Ten Commandments like your Bible, basically,
I mean,
at the
the
time.
Bible I thought was just like stories and like, to tell you about what happened when
How the
Jesus was
world
here
was
and like,
built and stuff.
yeah, but I thought the rules and like what we had to do to make God happy and to stay out of hell was follow the 10 Commandments. I swear to God.
I mean, I'm not saying nothing
I
wrong with that.
didn't know cause I didn't know you had to have a relationship with God. Like, what is that? That was so foreign to me. So when I got that when I found out that your relationship is with the words in the Bible, when I found out that the words of the Bible is God and all of that stuff, like it was so different. But for like 30 years, I didn't know that. I
I
thought you
mean, yeah,
just said the prayer. See, and
yeah.
also
I mean,
in the Bible, you got them prayers that you got to say.
yeah, yeah.
So you need that, and like for the lessons in the Bible. But I didn't know that the Bible was God, and the Word was God, and the Word is God, and was with God. I didn't know all of that.
A lot of young people like don't know growing up. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's why I tell my
You
baby
got
to read
yeah,
her Bible
yeah,
now.
yeah.
That's why I
A
try to
lot of
teach
young people,
her
yeah,
stuff like that now.
yeah. But a lot of young people
Because if
don't
I
know
would
that.
have known stuff like that now, like that you draw closer to God, He'll draw closer to you. I didn't know that. If I knew that, I would have been drawn closer to God when I was in my teens.
Right, like, as soon as you figured it out, as soon as you
As soon as
found
I
out,
knew.
you know what I'm saying? That's how I go. It's just that
And it would have been an easier habit.
growing up a lot of, you know what I'm saying? We just didn't know a lot, and that's how it is.
Even with parents that knew God and introduced us to Him.
Because they didn't know.
Exactly.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
they didn't know. They did
Exactly.
it the best way that they could, and that's what I
That's
say
right.
about my granny. Like we started off. We would go to church every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Especially on Easter Sundays and stuff like that. Like certain moments where even when you didn't want to go, you going? Give you this piece of peppermint. You better keep your mouth closed. Here you go. Put that in your mouth so you ain't got to. I don't want to hear nothing. Get a piece of peppermint. Sit right here. And you better listen, type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it was. Like, and I'm grateful for every moment. Even the moments that wasn't so great. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for every moment. So I just understand. And that's what I was saying. Like, only thing I was saying was like, just in real time reality, like, she read her Bible heavy. As much as you know what I'm saying, heavy. I seen her in it a lot, and she would say she would be able to tell you back certain scriptures. Sometimes she may be not be correct on exactly
The address.
right,
But she
but
knew the words.
she knew the words. You
And
know
that's
what
what
I'm
I was
saying?
saying. I want to get better with the addresses, but I'm so grateful that the word takes root in my heart and I'm able to regurgitate it
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I might not know exactly where to find
Know
it
what you trying to say?
because it then took root, you know, and I've seen it work in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I'm able to testify
yeah.
and, you know, bring others to Christ to the best of my ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
all you can do is be the change that you want to see, be the representation of Jesus that you can be. Because you're
Absolutely.
not going to be perfect. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But
Right.
you can, you know, do your best to do everything, you know, in love. And when you don't, when you fall short, because you ain't Jesus,
Right. Right.
you got to always remember to repent and try your best not to do that same thing again
Yeah.
because you're going to come back and hit your head on that same lesson.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's when you start to feel stagnated. You feel like I can't
Yeah,
make
you
no
ready to feel like
progress.
you
I'm doing
gonna
the
give up.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
some people at some points in their life do get there.
Yeah.
I've been there, you
Yeah.
know. So it was like I see how people kill themselves because this shit is some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, been
Ain't
there.
no way I'm
I
supposed to be
wasn't.
able to do all
I
this.
wasn't talking about that. Give up.
That's what I'm talking
I was
about.
just talking about giving up. Like, hey, you know what? I just live on the streets, be homeless. Like, that's what that mindset. That's what creates that. Like,
You got a whole lot of
those
people that'd
people.
rather be dead than do that.
Yeah, but I understand that. I'm not saying,
You know
but
what I
I'm
mean?
just saying that wasn't. I was a little lighter on when I was saying
My
give
bad.
up. Yeah, I was a little lighter on the give up part. I mean, but that's very true. I'm not saying what you're saying is false. I'm not
Yeah,
saying.
because I be wanting to just give up and just be a complete hoe.
I mean, and then some niggas. Some.
Move to. Oh,
No, go ahead.
no, you go.
I was gonna say some niggas just want to give up and not pay rent, and you know what I'm saying, live in out their car type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, like
Live from whole house to whole house.
that, that exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by give up. Like, why keep putting effort into living? Cause when you're when you're maintaining a structure or something, or you know what I'm saying, a foundation, you're living. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you just like, I
Existing.
don't know my next move. I don't know where I'm gonna eat at. Yeah, you just existing at that point. You know what I'm
But
saying?
see,
Like,
here's the thing though. That's where your faith comes in.
you gotta have it. That's what I'm
And
saying.
yeah,
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm saying. That's where your faith comes in. And that's when you have to get in your word. See, if you had been in your word the whole time, you probably wouldn't have got there that far down. You're gonna get down sometimes.
Or maybe you
But
would have, but you would have already been so much deep in belief
that's what I'm
that
saying.
you
You
wouldn't have
you
even.
would get down, but not down
Yeah,
that far
yeah.
because you're not gonna stay down that long. That's what I'm saying. When you start to feel yourself getting down like that, you know where to go. You know, when a person gets down and feel like they done hit rock bottom, they're just like, I don't know what to do. I just don't know where to go. And you know, I've tried to minister to people like that, where they like, I just want to give up. I don't know what to do. And it's like, that's when you got to get in your Bible.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
that's
Absolutely.
when you got to lean on the Holy Spirit to comfort you, because you feeling some type of way and it makes sense. Everything is falling down around you. See, because what you got to understand is God is a gentleman, and he had a relationship with Satan as well. And Satan is getting a chance to prove himself. He's down here ruling. So you have to take a choice. Whose side are you on, right? When you're on God's side, God is going to protect you. He's going to comfort you. But he's still giving Satan his chance. So you have to actively choose God every second of the day, every 20 minutes, every 10 minutes. You got to actively do that, because the devil is always actively working to distract you,
Manipulate,
delay you, deny you, kill, steal, and destroy your future. He don't want you to live forever in paradise when the resurrection come after the rapture. He wants you to stay in hell with him. So, and all he got to do is trick you. See, because the whole time you thinking, like I was saying, you ain't got to have no relationship with God. All you got to do is follow the 10 Commandments. You know what I'm saying? And you really be thinking that's good. You really be thinking you good. You eating. All I gotta do is say I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what repentance means. You know that repentance means you gotta turn away from your wicked ways. You can't just say I'm sorry. You gotta do better. Actively try. You know what I'm saying? So you just keep living life. You say I believe in Jesus. You say that you saved. Whole time when the rapture come, the Bible say he gonna say, I don't know you. He gonna look at you and say, I don't know you. Whole time you gonna swear up and down you been doing work for him.
You ain't did nothing, because that ain't nothing.
You wasn't working for him.
Yeah. That ain't nothing he said. Yeah, absolutely.
You wasn't working for him if you wasn't. You wasn't working for him if you wasn't leading in love. If you don't have his word in your heart. If you whole time been out here doing bull crap. Just don't care. Ain't tried to repent at all. Ain't read the word. Ain't you just been trying to, long as you do the 10 Commandments. You don't kill, you ain't killed nobody. Whole time though, you've been manipulating people, you've been gossiping about people. You've been, you don't
even realize all the wrong you know what I'm saying?
Because you think that the only wrong is the 10 Commandments.
Absolutely.
You ain't prayed a day in your life for real. Only to say, nah, lay me down to sleep. Or bless this food.
Yeah.
But have you ever really prayed and asked God to renew your mind?
Yeah, man, that's deep, man, and it gets like that. It definitely gets that.
Let me get off my soapbox.
And that's just, that's what we got to feed into our younger generation.
Yes.
Because these are going to be the people that when we get to the point where we are at the age where we are relying on the younger to care for us, to be the leaders, to be the presidents, to be the doctors, to be the judges, we want a better place as the world itself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely pour into the younger generation, man. At all times, I feel like, and
make sure that you introduce them to the word.
Absolutely.
Like our grandmothers, and for me, my great grandmother as well did, and love on your grandmother today.
Absolutely. Love on your family.
Love on your people, because today ain't even promised.
Who you love, tell them you love them right now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to make no drawn out message. Just let them, just acknowledge it. Just say, hey, I love you. You know what I'm saying? But moving forward, man.
I love you, T-Double.
I love you as well, Jen, checking in. moving
Number
forward,
three.
I don't know if I even touched this part yet, right? We was talking about Detroit. I got into Happy Fireworks with y'all, but did I tell y'all that police he basically pew pewed a dude, some guy downtown
Today?
at the fireworks
Today?
before the fireworks started. It was shooting immediately, and when people asked me, they was like, "You going?" Because I work at 9 to 5, by the way. So when I was at work, they was like, "You coming? You going downtown for the fireworks?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." I would not be doing that. The last 2 years in a row has been previous. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had the kids on a
8 o'clock
an
curfew.
8 o'clock curfew because they wanted to, and they had interests in certain stuff where certain places where they were checking people for weapons. All they said was just don't come with no weapons. So when the pew pew happened, everybody was like, "Oh, here it go again!" Boom boom. So when the story came out, it was that an officer um shot a pedestrian, and it's because the guy had a weapon and was running. They said don't bring no weapons.
I
That's what
mean,
they was
but that
checking
don't
for.
mean shoot him though.
I get, but why is he running though? I
Him.
don't know what he was running from. I don't
Cause
know
he
what
knew
happened.
he had the gun, but damn, arrest him, tase him.
I seen a lady on Facebook said my grandkids was like 20 feet away when the police hopped out.
The police the one shooting.
Yeah, she said that. Like
Ain't no damn bullets on his. Ain't no names on his bullets either.
it ain't.
His
You know what I'm
bullets do
saying?
not got a
I'm not saying that
GPS.
was okay.
I know. I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying from the jump, it's the fireworks, man. Stop taking weapons down to places that weapons don't need to be in. You
Right.
know
If
what I'm
don't
saying?
nobody bring a weapon, don't nobody need a weapon.
It's about to be all type of kids, grandmas, all you know what I'm saying. People want to see the fireworks, man.
Y'all irritating.
You don't know who.
Excuse me.
You know what I'm saying. Who this might be the last firework for? You know what I'm saying that they get to see down here because you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You know what I'm saying, and further on, like. Stop ruining family events, man. Stop doing
Stop
that.
the violence. Like, damn. We've been
Yeah.
saying this since the freaking 80s, man, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Stop the violence. Like,
Yeah.
find something better to do than sit up there and be mad, arguing, being jealous, and all that. Like, please.
Get into sports or something, man. It's a lot of semi-pro for adults. If you feel like your kid is an angry kid, put your kid into sports or just let them exercise something.
I
Keep
just
their
heard
mind
about.
busy.
I just heard about fencing on the radio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like an Olympic sport now. You know what I mean? And I was just like,
Olympics is starting to grab everything.
but I just was like, damn though, like, ain't that kind of violent?
Well, you geared
They
up.
stabbing it.
You geared up.
I guess just like boxing is
Yeah,
violent.
you
so.
geared up, and it's still it's fire. It's still a technique to it. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So I feel like wrestling is violent, and they let kids do that. You can do that from like 7 years old, 8 years old. So when they're like kids wrestle, you know what I'm saying? Chokeholds and all that. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's like you say, it's structured. It's,
yeah, when it's a technique
It's
and then
Olympic, like,
and then
you
it's
know.
also a lesson to it. You know, they not trying to show you
how to
how
stab
to
them.
be right, how to just go and be a bully. A lot of it helps you protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Getting into scuffles and stuff like that, karate and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for it. The martial arts
Yeah,
and
that's what
stuff
they
like
tell you immediately. Like, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, you got to be committed. You got to want to do stuff like that because it lasts long. And if you're not committed, then it just don't work for you because it start off slow because they know what they teaching you. If you trying to use it in the wrong way, they don't want to teach it to you too fast because it could easily you know what I'm saying, be used wrong and then hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't really see people doing no crazy stuff because it really takes loyalty to be in stuff like that. You ain't learning.
Yeah, I mean it's a sport. Like
Yeah, you ain't learning nothing too crazy too fast.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I just thought that was crazy because I predicted almost that it was just gonna be something happen that was gonna be pew pew with some weapons, and it happened. Even though it was a police officer, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I don't care who it is. Like his ain't got no name on it either. So, um, moving forward, Westland. I know it's not Detroit. Westland,
It's
right?
Metro.
Metro Detroit. Westland is opening up this $12 million. It's like a park and an amphitheater. It was some space that they said was like some blight space that they just you know what I'm saying, fixed up. And the park ain't nothing too crazy. It's just a couple things in the park, but you know what I'm saying, it's like an amphitheater for like concerts. So what they said they're gonna start doing is like free concerts on Fridays. And I thought that this was lit. So
That's
the
very lit.
first
They do
one,
that in. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead. Where they
They
do
do
that?
that in Lathrop Village where I work at.
Mm.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna see if you wanted to start going.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. That's lit on the Friday. Absolutely. It's content. Um, so they doing that too. So and they doing free concert Fridays in Westland. And they started doing it on Juneteenth, on 19th, and they had it was a big. Well, somewhat of a big name. Well, a big name. I'm not even gonna say. I forgot it, but I didn't write that part down. I kind of just didn't have no space. I ran out of space. I was trying to fit everything I could. I'm sorry. I apologize to you guys. But if you know, then you know.
If you know, leave it in the comments.
Right, absolutely, right. So, the concerts, now they did that on Juneteenth. I guess that was just like a little special deal for as far as the free concerts or whatnot. The ribbon cutting is really gonna be on June 26th, and the free concerts are gonna come
Sorry.
more towards August, like the end of August type deal is when they'll start doing the free concerts. And I thought that was dope. I thought that was a
They gonna start doing the free concerts at the end of August. You said.
right. The free Fridays, because I feel like they probably only gonna give out a couple. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because the damn summer finna gonna be over then.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like okay, now you just opened the park. You clearly showed that you paid 12 million. Um, you want to kind of get revenue in there. You see, obviously it's a stage and so it's a place for concerts. So I feel like what you kind of want to do is add concerts to test it. If I give you free, everybody gonna pull up all the time. You know what I'm saying?
This year probably gonna be the free ones. You know
You
what I'm
gonna
saying?
get them late though, but I feel like it's probably gonna
Yeah.
be because they cut the
that's-
ribbon still in June.
Yeah.
So it's still gonna be open to stuff, but I feel like everything is open to from June to August, to end of August, well, you probably gonna have to pay for. And I feel like that's them testing to see how much
How
you can
the
pull
demand,
in. Yeah,
the
absolutely.
demand, so they can know
Mm-hmm.
how much to charge and how when they start charging, and they like you better get in when it's free because it's
Absolutely.
not gonna always be free.
Absolutely. Then give the people. I feel like see how it's gonna see if when we charge. Okay. Then give people a chance to come up here that didn't come when we was charging just to see it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Now you get to see it for free. Now next time when we get somebody up here that's possibly
We gonna
a
have to
person
pay.
that you want to see, you about to be like,
Well,
oh,
we
we about
gonna
to
have
like,
to pay.
it's like the
You
Aretha.
gonna have to pay.
It's like the Aretha. I feel like you know what I'm saying.
That's what it's gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to
That's
those
dope.
guys in Westland.
And Westland not that far from you if you want the west side of Detroit.
Right.
If you want
right.
the east side, you might want to go to what is it, Pine Knob. I think they might have changed the name
you
of
better
it.
than
If
me.
you know, you know.
I don't know about the east side. You better than me. I ain't the east side guy. No, and I was gonna say, my last little thing is, and I'm gonna say this because I know about it. My last little thing about Detroit, um, No, but it ain't even like that though. No, my last little thing about Detroit was the Whippet cases, man. If you know what a Whippet is, man, you know what it is. The Whippet cases in the hospitals are climbing, and Whippets is what people think that they doing. Like it ain't nothing. You just it's some air. You know what I'm saying?
Who think that people stupid?
It's causing. It's starting.
I knew better than that when I was 16 years old. When I first heard about a whippet, I was 16 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
When they told me what it was, I knew that was some bullshit. Now I ain't gonna lie, I did one anyway.
I did a couple of them. I ain't gonna lie. I feel that's why I said I know.
I ain't even gonna lie, I did one anyway. Nah, quick story time, and I might have to do this story time
Okay, let's hear it.
on my channel. So quick story time. My uncle, my mama's like ex boom coon. He likes to dip, in the white chocolate. You know what I'm saying? He likes the wonderful women. You know?
Okay.
Even though I gotta give it to him.
Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, he was that nigga back then. Back then, he was definitely pimping and stipping and whatever.
Hugh.
But anyways,
Hugh Happy.
I swear my uncle. Listen, anyways, so he liked the wonderful woman when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? And I had my auntie Connie. Now that was his girlfriend. Now she was sweet though. She was cool. She was hood. She was wonderful, but she was hood. You know what I'm saying? And so when my uncle had got out of prison or whatever and came home for a significant time, he found her and they got back together. Now I had remembered her from when I was little. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they got back together and she was living in Westland. Okay. And so now she had lost custody of her daughter because she was in the life. She was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, for a while. But she was getting her stuff together. And so her daughter was able to come visit.
Okay.
And her daughter was right around my age. So when her daughter would come over, my uncle would come and get me, and I would go over and kick it with her daughter. Her daughter was cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. You already know I like to put it in the air. So my memory, auntie is 42 now. I don't remember her name right now. And I'm very sorry. Because it was like 2 years that, 2 summers that we got to hang out when I was like 15 and 16.
Right.
So now I'm 42. I don't remember her name. I ain't seen her or even, since then. But I'll never forget her. That was my dog. Like, I wish I could find her. I pray that she's doing well. I wonder if she got some kids. Like, I wonder how Auntie Connie doing. Like, I hope she doing well.
Right.
So, anyways, I had went out to Westland with them. And I never forget, this is when I had first got my eyebrows arched. I got them waxed out there at one of them wonderful salons. So, anyways, one of the nights, Auntie Connie and Uncle Lee left. They went somewhere being grown. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We 16. We could stay home by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, damn, and I almost called her name, I feel like. Cousin, right?
Okay.
Wonderful cousin. She like, let's go. We about to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like an apartment complex.
Okay.
So, people was outside in the little, you know how you have like the little in the middle of the apartment complex, what is it called?
Lobby.
It's not the lobby though, it's called not the corridor, but the oh God. I know this. The name of it's like, okay, let's say if you got a big apartment complex and it's like a square. In the inside of it, they have like the barbecue grills, the garbage cans and shit like that. It's called something.
I don't know.
So, anyways, we was like hanging out around the complex. We didn't go far to the stove at the most. You know what I'm saying? Which was like right outside of the apartment complex. So, we was looking for some tree because that's what I was doing already at this point, heavy. And then she like, yeah, well, I'm gonna get this, and this, and I'm like, what? What is that? She like, girl, don't worry about it. I'll show you. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'm not doing nothing,
right?
But some tree. You know what I'm saying?
My dorm, and then I'm good.
That's it. So I don't even remember how I ended up doing the shit. So what? But I did. So what they was doing was, I think if I remember correctly, I didn't realize what I was doing until after I did it, and then I kind of got mad. It was like, oh hell no, because they was like it was helium. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what they told me it was, and I had did that before. You know what I'm saying? Took the balloon.
So they gave it to you in a balloon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you can have it in balloons. That's what they do.
They gave it to me in a balloon. They gave it to me in a balloon.
They do after
so
hours.
I'm thinking it's helium. You know what I'm saying? So I had did that before as a kid. Got some of the helium, and start talking
different.
crazy.
Yo, you talk different.
Start talking like a chipmunk. So when they gave it to me, they said it was helium. You know what I'm saying? So I did it. I'm talking funny. I'm laughing. Ha ha ha. It just kind of give you like a head rush. This shit, you not even high, dog. It kind of give you a head rush, make you dizzy a little bit, and make you talk funny. That's it. So after I did it, I think like twice. I think they gave me like 2 of them. Then I was like, give it here, let me see. You know what I'm saying? I read it. It was fucking Fix-A-Flat.
Damn. See now I'm mad because
I swear on everything I love, it was Fix-A-Flat.
Now I'm mad because I didn't know that. Listen, because
I was mad as hell. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, y'all about to kill yourself. I'm like, don't give me that shit no more. That is not helium.
I'm so mad.
I was like, this is not what they blow the balloons up with. I was mad as hell. I was.
Listen, I'm so mad right now because now that you say that you had that Fix-A-Flat only twice, I had that Fix-A-Flat a few times.
Only 2 balloons that day, and now we was also sipping and smoking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We was sipping some wine, and we was smoking some weed. So I was dancing. I was high as hell.
See, I didn't when I had the whippets, I didn't mix it like that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna tell you,
I definitely would have did that shit sober.
I was at a point I couldn't do nothing else. I couldn't drink, couldn't smoke. This was during my.
Oh, you was on paper, so they had convinced you.
This was during my era. So what happened was I happened to be in this little after hour joint. Peoples I'm with, like, you know what I'm saying? Woo, I'm about to get one of these balloons. You should get one. I'm like, you already know.
They just called it a balloon.
Yeah. I'm like, you already know. I can't do none of that. You already know. They like, oh no, balloons ain't like that. I'm like, oh no, you won't catch
like
me.
It ain't crack or nothing like that. That's basically what they were trying to say.
They were trying to say like it won't show up on the drop type.
Oh,
shit. Like,
duh, right.
They like, oh no, balloons ain't like that. I said, you won't catch me out here knocked out on nobody flow somewhere. I don't know. I'm not about to. I don't listen. They like, just watch me first. I said, you're going to have to show me a couple times. I don't care about what you showed me something one time. I need to know, is you going to be good afterwards? You feel me? Like, I'm already can't drink. So
like, I got to see the aftermath.
Yeah, I already can't drink. So you already buzzing. This put you in something that you about to be tweaked out. I'm not participating in that. So that's what I was letting it be known off real.
Early.
Right, so we get in here, the night rocking. Now, I got a couple dollars to spend. I'm like that when they get, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple dollars to spend. I'm like that when they get to situations like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I'm specific, so I'm just not like too fast, cause I might just give you something just because, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'd rather go ahead and grab me a drink, but I couldn't drink. Rather go and grab me a drink or something. If I can spend my money somewhere else, I'd rather do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So once I done seen how the balloon work, I'm watching. I'm just I ain't no shorty caught me. I'm like, fuck that. Let me go and give me one of these balloons. Motherfucker say this shit ain't gonna show. Go ahead, give me one. Ground one, the same shit happened. I hit the motherfucker, voice funny. You get that little hair rush. I said, oh, oh. I'm talking about balloons. That night, I probably had about 5, 6 of them joints. That was just one night. To the point, I ended up getting the little canister.
The whole thing. Oh God.
I used to go and get reloads, 30 packs, 60 packs. I used to go and get reload. I was smacking it, and this was every bit of for about like 2 months or a month and a half. But let's say 2 months just
bad.
to be. Listen, I'm just being.
No, I know, but I mean, look, you survived. I wouldn't even thought I would have survived that the way that shit.
And
I mean, but see, them canisters don't say fix the flat, do they?
No.
They say some other shit.
None of it do it say whip it.
No, that shit I had said fix the flat.
Oh,
I didn't. This was way back in the 90s.
Y'all was back.
I just told you I was 16. We didn't even have nothing to Google it, or nothing. It wasn't no Google. I looked at the fucking bottle. At first, they gave it to me. They made it for me and gave it to me. Made it for me and gave it to me. And then after they got done making theirs and went to do theirs, I smashed it. Like, let me see this. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I read it said fix a flat.
Oh, see.
Flat tire inflator.
See, because
I was mad as fuck. I'm mad now.
See, because the only thing that is that they doing, that's the same shit. It's CO2. It's like it's freeze. It's like, but they say what that shit do is it freeze your brain and shit for a minute. That's what make you high. Like it freeze your brain for that same. It give you almost that same feeling like that, like what you explained. It just gets you high like real quick, get you dizzy like real quick. But what it is that same shit you use. You put milk in that same canister. You shake that shit up, milk. No, you put heavy cream and like sugar and shit, like whatever you season it with.
And
you
shake that shit
up like that, and they come out as whipped cream. So it's just like real cold shit. So you sucking that shit and it's freezing, like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but that shit said fix the
flat. That's
so
not
once
what is.
Yes, it is though. That's what it was back then.
I'm saying back then, but I'm saying right now, that's not what it is right now. That's what I'm saying. They
bet you it's basically the same shit.
No, what I just explained to you, it's like a cooking thing, but they selling this in the gas stations behind the counter.
I know.
But you cook with it, literally, is what you do, because what's gonna make whipped cream that you done shook up turn into, you know what I'm saying, that foam cream like that?
It must be some type of chemical compound.
It's like CO2. It's like shit that's cold. It's something that's shooting out of there that's real cold. You know what I'm saying? But obviously you can put it on. But obviously you can put it on food, so it's not chemicals. Obviously, you can put it on food.
All I know is I was mad as hell. I never even asked to go back out there. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't like I just was like, no, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't go. She started coming to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Cause my uncle had an apartment upstairs from the lady that lived next door to us. And I don't know if honestly Connie probably lost that apartment out there in Westland. Like shit, he got this place. I could just stay here. You know what I'm saying? This shit costing me money. You know. Yeah. She ended up coming to stay with Uncle Lee up there in that apartment, and she came to his apartment, and we hung out in Detroit a few times. You know what I'm saying? But I did not go back out to Westland for the next couple of months that he stayed out there because I just was like, no, I'm straight. Next thing you know, these bitches are gonna be trying to shoot some heroin or something. I don't know.
Yeah. See, but I feel like that if you could put it on food, that don't mean you supposed to just have it though, like that, like Teleport. Teleport is cooking wine. You can drink cooking wine though, but you ain't supposed to just be having all that shit to paint your kidneys. You see how red that shit is? That shit to paint your kidneys because it's like a lot of dye and shit in there. You know what I'm saying? So
and you gotta cook it off. You
cook a lot of. Cook with it is different.
You cook a lot of that shit off. And if you just drink it
And they
straight,
say it's okay to have a glass or two, if you know what I'm saying, if that's what you wanna but that's not something you about to just be out here like, oh shit, what you having tonight, Taylor Board? What you having tomorrow night, Taylor Board? What you had last night, Taylor Board? What you having next night, Taylor Board? You can't just be out here just drinking that like every day. Like, it's not good for you in the ratio of how, you know what I'm saying, you having it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that the ratio is important, but I feel like with that part, you're not supposed to have that the way that you're having it. But that don't mean that you can't put that in something that you're consuming. You can make whipped cream out of that same canister, and that's okay. Won't nothing happen to you. But you're not just supposed to be consuming the air out of the canister without, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're not supposed to be doing. So yeah, that I feel like is wild to me. And like I said, listen, I had a story about it. Listen, I did it. But what made me realize that is when somebody said that that's what it does, I had to sit back and think about it. I'm the kind of person that kind of take me a minute to kind of you know what I'm saying, to kind of translate, to kind of get it right. Like, so when somebody said that, I was like, man, what are you talking about? Like, but I cook. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I think I was cooking at a place where we was making whipped cream. We had one of these, and I used to make whipped cream for the brunches on the weekends. I think I was cooking at the same. So when they said that, I just kind
I'm
of
sorry.
start kind of just putting two and two together. You know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out why is that effect happening. And then once I kind of thought that I couldn't put the process together, like why, like I left it alone. I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
you
man.
saying, why is it that you get this rush? Why is it that you get high? Why is it that people is getting addicted to it and that's something?
Knowing that it's just a cooking product, you would go and see them little
Cause
silver little things on the
I'm
road
pretty
by
sure it
tens and
said
twenties
on
of them.
there. It probably said on there. You know, not for human
Yeah,
consumption.
yeah,
Don't
yeah. I'm sure.
inhale this.
Yeah.
Cause people been inhaling shit for years. They said
Mhm.
sniff glue. It's the
Mhm.
same type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker fuck
And you
around,
will have brain damage.
mesothelioma. Motherfucker will fuck
That's not
around.
even funny.
Yeah, it's not, but that's some shit that you don't even know. The thing is, you don't know what you get that shit from. You see the commercials and be like, man, what? That shit come from that bullshit, like bullshit that you fuck around and be doing. Like, you don't know, you know what I'm saying, what you doing, what you consuming. Yeah, you fuck around and have mesothelioma. Like, for real, like, you don't even know, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. Like, that's the
No,
type
but
of
for
shit.
real.
But
Everything causes cancer nowadays.
man, what they said at one point, I had a person tell me, man, he said, do you think that it's the fluid in the lighters that's causing the cancer now, the butane? I said, I don't know. I said, why you think that? He said, because back in the day, it wasn't a lot of cancer, and they had the snap lighters, the cons that you just open up and it's already lit, the wick lighters or some
But
shit.
ain't that butane that you shoot in there?
I would guess so, right? And that's what I'm thinking. Like, bro, all the lighters pretty much work the same. I'm thinking they just made it more compact nowadays, like, and
They
put
made them
more brand, yeah,
disposable.
and then branded them, and then start putting stuff on them that make them more unique, stand out type deal. I always thought it was the same, but I was just like, I don't know, brother, I don't know. He was an older guy, but I was like, I don't know, brother.
I mean, that was a good question.
I would guess it was, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially to be older. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not to be like probably keeping up with what's happening. You're just trying to just figure it out. Being older, just using the knowledge that you got from what you seen, and you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way you looked that up and seen that. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying. You know, so yeah, it was a
Yeah.
good question
Yeah.
to think off the top. Um,
That was the end of your Detroit. What up, Dodger Cool?
yeah, that was the end of that. That was the
I got
end
a
of that.
couple of things that I wanted to touch on.
Okay.
No, that's not it.
Let's definitely get to
It's
that.
only a couple though. Um, Okay, that's not it. That's gonna be. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have been much more prepared, but I'll tell y'all later why I wasn't. So the main thing that I really wanted to talk about in Detroit, whatever was you cool, and like I feel like this is a problem all over the country. The sentencing guidelines or whatever is going on with these grapists and essayers, right? Getting out on bond, not having to do that much time. Nah, to you judges, right? When it's your mother, when it's your daughter, when it's you gonna think twice about letting these mother scratches out of jail before they is proven innocent, right? Once they proven innocent, I don't got nothing to say. But once you got probable cause to arrest them, don't just let them out on no cheap bail or just let them out on bond. Like, so this story out of Detroit, what up, though? Is you cool? Is y'all cool? I don't think y'all cool. Um, we still mourning Naziah Harris. Me personally, I'm still mourning Naziah Harris. You know, we still mad that oh boy didn't really get his just due. And already, once again, June 22nd, that's today, a Detroit man out on bond in a sexual assault case is now accused. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Assault case is now accused of assaulting two more young girls that belongs to the woman he was dating.
Oh, wow. That's sick, man.
And
That is sick, man. That is very, very sick. Like, sick. Yeah, I agree. I agree that it ain't no way he should have been able to.
he was already.
It ain't no way he should have been able to get back and do that. I blame that on the judicial system. That's on the system. I blame that on them. That happened
That to them girls.
yeah, them last two. That I blame that on them because ain't no way that you don't gotta chase them. You ain't gotta look he, right here. Ain't no. Why is it even a bond set for somebody who can do the same as so much bodily harm to the same as somebody who got a weapon?
Let me explain.
But a
why.
person who got a weapon won't have a bond, and this is the same type of like I don't even understand. They can cause the same type of bodily harm. I just don't. It makes no sense.
Let me explain. Let me They do not care about women. First of all, women right after black people, right? Once black people slaves, after slaves got their rights and got emancipated, and it was that whole um, Civil War and all that, right? It was not that long after that women went through a suffrage and a type of civil upheaval. It wasn't really a war, but we had to fight for our rights because we were looked at as less than, right? And only a little bit has changed for real in 100 years. Women are not as protected and respected as society want to pretend. A woman's right to choose is very fragile. And that is even as, down to whether or not I want to do XYZ with ABC, you know what I'm saying? Sexually. You know what I'm saying? You could be forced to do some shit and you got to prove yo. And here's the thing, I know it'd be a lot of women that lie. Excuse me. And I'm not taking nothing away from that because I feel like those women need to go to prison. Once it's proven that you lying, you need to go to prison because you want to know why? You making it harder for real survivors. You out here crying wolf. I don't like that. I don't advocate for that. I'm not down with that. You are not. You are an op. You might as well be with them niggas if you do that because you making it hard for a woman that really has to go through that. That shit's terrible. I don't agree with that in no type of way. I don't. And I understand if that happens. And I understand that in America you are innocent until proven guilty. Right? So it's a fine line with this. But I feel like, yeah, you can be innocent, but that don't mean you got to be out on bond. They lock people up for less money, financial crimes and, white collar bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Breaking and entering into a fucking unoccupied dwelling. Bullshit. Yeah. That people get completely locked up for. You know what I'm saying? Especially in certain places. Don't let you be stole too much money. They're gonna treat you worse than a damn murderer. Yeah. I don't agree with it. I not only do I not agree with it, I really can't stand it. Because I feel like, just like you said, so many assaults and situations could have been avoided if the judicial system would have respected and protected women more.
I mean, it's starting to become a thing because women are starting to have more power and starting to prove that the power and the woman changes. You know what I'm saying? Things. So it's starting to become a thing.
It's very slow motion, but
it's slow motion.
And I feel like just the sex crimes, right? I feel like they don't get the proper attention and punishment on any level. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like sex workers, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just a lot. So I don't even want to. Let's move on. I'm sorry, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about that was my thing, right? Because I wanted to point that out, and like we need to start writing the prosecutors, start writing these judges, and advocate for these survivors.
You don't have to write them if you vote the right one in. The thing is, people, a lot of these judges that's on stand are winning by default because people don't even know when to vote for the judges, the Supreme Courts, you know what I'm saying?
Don't know who they voting for. They just vote for a name.
Just get into them, man.
Because it sounds like they black.
Yeah, just learn the people, and then half the people don't even go out because they don't even.
I vote, but I vote black.
When the days are like those, when you're voting for judges that don't come on the same day as the president, that is so.
It's all different. Sometimes it might be a year that it's not a presidential election, but it still matters. Yes.
Absolutely. So,
yeah,
I feel like that's what kind of throw people off. Like, oh, we ain't voting for the president or not. No, you still got something that's
and we give you this information. Don't be
ignorant. In your community, and that's why these commercials come on the TV, on the radio during election time when they tell you, "Oh, well, vote proposal this, or B and A and that and that." That's where them judges.
I mean, I don't watch commercials either, but
and the laws
I seen one of them commercials in so long. But
the laws that are options for the people. When people like, oh, cause they ain't vote this. We went to Louisiana and they was like, well, oh well, marijuana would be legal, but the people didn't get out and vote. And that,
Yep, they sure did say that.
if you people don't tend to what's not viral or what's not popular or what's not, but then expect stuff to get better or expect your community to change, and you didn't put foot forward to try to change
Like, what
nothing.
are you thinking?
You just fell in with everybody else, but then just thought like, hey, yo, this gonna change somehow. No, put foot forward. Somebody got to do it.
You keep doing the same thing and think you're gonna get a different income. You're insane. I mean, outcome, income. You're
Yeah.
insane.
Somebody gotta do it, man. Be the change you want to see. Put a foot down. You know what I'm saying? Make progress. Be the leader. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that's all it takes. When you become that person, people follow. You know what I'm saying? You set a trend. Now you are what people want to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? Was saying about that part.
That's what's up. Okay, well, that was literally all I had for what up, do is you cool. It's probably some more that I should have had that I just don't because I've been doing other stuff. I apologize, y'all. But T Double did his thing. Do y'all see how he just carried a whole hour of the show and made sure that I wasn't sitting up here looking stupid because I've been
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
write it all down. I got some stuff,
Thank
but I
you.
didn't get it out and like I'm not prepared. But teamwork makes the dream
Listen,
work, and
she
I'm
was not
just
sitting here looking like nothing. That ain't true. She was doing.
well,
She
I
was.
was
She
I was
held
doing a
up
bunch of stuff. My ADHD kicked in
half of
hard
as
today,
much as
y'all. I'm
I
not
did.
even gonna
So it was
lie.
30 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay, but I guess that's all of the Detroit part. But yeah, man. Listen, shout out Detroit. Y'all we have to
We
do better, man. As a
we
whole,
love
man.
you, and we
Um,
do. We gotta do better,
yeah.
please.
Um, but on to this internet mess that
Whose internet is it today?
absolutely is where we're getting to today. This internet here, it belongs to Dr. Umar Johnson. That's his name, Dr. Umar.
Woo!
Shout out Dr. Umar,
I
man.
halfway fussed with Dr.
Yeah.
Umar.
This internet here belongs to Dr. Umar. No, first, what I want to run into on my internet mess. We was just talking about, because this relates to a lot of shit we was just talking about. We was just talking about how, you know what I'm saying, people got it hard. Money is one of the, you know what I'm saying, things that is probably the hardest thing to get out here. Jobs want you to work for the minimum of you know what I'm saying, the maximum hours but the minimum amount, and do all the work that you could possibly do. And it's, you know, owning a business is hard as well, especially if you not with a franchise or nothing like that. Like you trying to do an independent, a mom and pop shop. Listen, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, anybody who's trying to do that anywhere in the world, man. Because it takes a lot of, it takes a lot. Just period.
Amen. Shout out
So
to y'all business, especially
absolutely.
black businesses.
So just kind of what, you know, in that, with the gas being $5 a gallon, you know what I'm saying? People not really playing with their money. People are really like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. And with the world being the way that it is, I want to know, like, because if I was able to make a change in the world, if I can do something that can change the world, would I do it? Yes. That was just because that's just me. You know what I'm saying? If I had the ability,
Definitely.
if I had the ability to. So where I'm going with this, Elon Musk is the first person ever in the world to have $1 trillion. And I understand whatever you did, you know what I'm saying, to get your money you did. That was you. You put that work in. I'm not saying in no way, no shape, no form that you have to do nothing with that because that's yours. You can do exactly what you want. But with knowing that that is how much money that a person has, you got enough money that you can change the world. And I mean in a way of one listen, first person to have $1 trillion. So he has over $1 trillion. He has enough money to buy every sports team and every sport in the world and still be like a millionaire. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. So if you can do that, and I'm not saying take it down to even jump down that far, right? You got enough money to put to the point where you can affect the world and you can still be good for the rest of your life. They said he can spend $1 million every hour for 114 days straight and still be a millionaire. So, I just feel like within having um that leverage to be able to do something for the world that could change, feed the hungry people, give give a couple million to take to build shelters in every, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, a couple shelter, get a shelter company, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, that could just put shelters, a couple of them in every state or something like that. Like, I just, well, cause you, what,
Says he could do a whole shelter company.
but just because, what are you gonna do with what? I listen. No, you gonna do what you want to do, and I'm sure you're doing what. It's gonna be so much of that left over. And he don't even like his family or something like that. Him and his pops, you know what I'm saying? His pops, be that leader, change the world, bro. I just feel like change the world. If I could, I would change the world. They say who you want to be remembered as. Who do you want to be remembered as? That's the work that you put in today. The work that you put in today is the person that you want to be remembered as when your time. That'll be me.
You want to know?
I'm the person that changed the world. They like this one dude. Man, what?
So remember we was talking about earlier how we were so grateful that our grandma and great grandma introduced us to Christ.
Mm.
And then we also talked about the word being important to root in your heart so you can know it and know the difference between right and wrong. And so I feel like Elon Musk is one of those people who don't know the difference, don't know the real scripture, right? Because a lot of people think that the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right, I was about to say.
I mean that money is the root of all evil.
I was about to say, do you
but
think
it's the love of money.
Do you think that that's possibly what took over, though, right? He could have possibly been a person that was like, you know what I'm saying? All right, boom, boom, not even knowing how big he can possibly get until stuff start happening, and then you know what I'm saying, because eventually, like I seen a story that his dad told, allegedly I seen a story that his dad told about how he just don't mess with his family, excuse me, because like in his ways, like you know what I'm saying, like. But I guess it's three sides to every story. I don't know what he would say about his pops, but apparently I don't see him like rapping him like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And this guy has enough money to be like, if I just wanted to give my pops $1 million and just be like, hey, yo, look, watch me give my pops $1 million, and you know what I'm saying? You don't see that. Like
Even though I don't like his ass.
you don't see it, and it's like. So I guess I kind of feel like yeah, that could possibly be true. You know what I'm saying? That he don't mess around with his peoples and the way that he is, and then I feel like him and the orange guy kind of fell out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like he possibly is the the example of when you say it's not the money that's the root of all evil, it's the person.
It's the love of
It's
money.
it's
It's
bingo.
that's
It's
what
the
the
love.
Bible say.
It's the love
The
of money.
Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil.
Bingo.
Not money. It's
Right.
when you make money an idol.
Right.
When you
Nah,
make
you.
money your
Yep. Yep.
God.
Yep. Yep.
When you don't care what you do, who you
Yeah.
step on, who
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
hurt, who
Now
you.
you them got it. You like fuck everybody. I don't care if you help me get this shit. I don't care if I asked you
I
for
don't
this
care
shit.
if I
I don't
gotta
care.
step on my mama
Yeah.
forehead type
Absolutely.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah, it's over with. I
it's not
got it
that
now.
serious.
I got it.
For me, having as much money as I can accumulate is not never that serious. I want to be comfortable and I want to be able to testify that God does not want his people in poverty. So he have plans to prosper me. You know what I mean? And that's in every way. And especially in 2026, being comfortable financially is synonymous with prosperous. But I don't never want God or nobody to think that I would choose some money over God's approval.
Absolutely.
I will go I will go live under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? I will move somewhere warm. God forbid I had to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I would save up money to give me a bus ticket, a Uber, a train, a plane. I don't give a fuck where.
Mm-hmm.
Go somewhere where I'm warm. If I gotta sleep under a bridge, I'm gonna sleep under a bridge. I'm gonna make my
Mm-hmm.
little area very comfortable.
Listen, you know
Listen,
what you speaking.
I'm gonna make
You
my little area
speaking
very
right
comfortable,
now.
right?
You speaking.
And every day, you wanna know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna tell everybody that I see how good God is because I might be living under a bridge, but guess what? I ain't dead.
Listen, you
Guess
speaking.
what? You can't touch me because I'm covered by
And,
God.
and
I'm
that,
gonna be
it,
giving people scriptures. I ain't gonna have nothing to do but sit in my little cubby hole and read the Bible.
it just remind me of certain shit like my boy E.T. He say, um, like, and I'm gonna
You
get up.
paraphrasing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get off of it after this. Because damn, you said some shit that damn it was just him. I just had it, but I lost it. So go ahead. But no, I totally feel it because nah, yeah, listen, yeah.
I'm just saying. I think you started to talk when I said if I had to go sleep under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make my little cubby hole under the freeway bridge real nice and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When I invite somebody over there and they come in my tent, they're gonna be like, "The fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? You made this shit look like the Taj Mahal."
Mhm, mhm,
Okay?
mhm.
Because I'm blessed. I'm grateful for everything I've got and I'm going to take care of it and I'm going to give God the glory. And I'm not going to be ashamed of nothing because I'm going to testify the whole time and God going to lift me up to where he want me to be. See, because sometimes you got to go through it so God can use you.
Mhm.
Because you can't relate to nobody that's going through it if you ain't never been through it.
Okay, that's just there you go.
So, I'm grateful. I like Dr. Umar. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I think he a little radical. Sometimes he a little crazy. I think he do some things for clickbait and clout and But at the same time,
dog speak. I mean,
he definitely speak real.
he
But I'm
speak
just
real, but yeah, like you said, he kind of but that's how you have. Sometimes how you have to
absolutely.
do so people pay you attention.
And that's why I
He
was saying that, like, don't get discouraged if you see some stuff from him that might be, off the wall funny. Because especially here lately, I've been seeing him do some shit just like.
I seen him point out a situation, and I wasn't even gonna bring this up because you know what? To me, um, I'm not, I'm not even getting all into the situation, but so I wasn't gonna bring this up on the show. But since we're talking about Dr. Umar, I seen a video that I saved because when I say he speak real, he speak real. He spoke about the Carmelo Anthony situation. And he spoke about how it's another kid who had a very similar situation, but he was a wonderful kid. And he did was he did that to a Mexican kid 4 times, and he invited him into the bathroom. He said, "Come in here with me." And beforehand, he was telling him, "Yeah, I want to put him on life support." So which means that you planned it because you was telling people that you wanted to do it beforehand. You invited him into the bathroom. It's all a case. It's all very valid. They pulled up the scene. The whole story in the news is in the same state. The kid pulled the other kid in the bathroom, so he wanted to fight him. Poked him 3 times. Poked him 4 times. He was telling people beforehand, telling kids beforehand he wanted to put him on life support. Poked him 4 times in the bathroom, so he already had that plan when he pulled him in there. He got 10 years manslaughter. And they said he only gonna have to do half, so that's 5. They said Carmelo get him 35, he gonna have to do half, that's 17.
Nuts.
Same case. Same case. Well, even worse on that behalf because that those witnesses said that he planned it. Dr. Umar is the one that's putting that out, but don't nobody want to hear him. Absolutely. Don't nobody want to hear him. And I personally has witnessed how people are getting in their feelings about it without you don't gotta say nothing. And it's more so the wonderful people that's getting in their feelings about the situation because they feeling like if you say anything being a person of color, if you say anything about that, you protected. You protected a person who did something wrong. Immediately, that's how they feel. They don't want you to say nothing about it. But all this other shit that happened, you don't, what about that? I had a wonderful person tell me he made a meme that had a cartoon blackface, but it was like from Futurama. But so the face got painted black because they was yellow. The face got painted black, and the thing said, "Let me find a reason to say white folks did it." I put 2 laughing emojis, and I said, "Y'all did enough." It ain't no reason for us to find no reason. We don't need to find no. We don't want no more reasons from y'all. And I ain't trying to be like that. But don't come here like that. We don't want reasons. We want peace, man. We want peace. We love who love us. Don't do us like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just not fair. That
it's really not.
That
but it's not new.
Automatically jump to a conclusion or jump in a defense win, but ain't nobody say nothing when dogs sat on George Floyd's neck. Ain't nobody say nothing when that police officer did that to that lady. I forget her name when she was in that car by herself.
Miss Massey, I think.
No, she was in that car by herself. She was
I know what you're talking about.
And
Ice did it to her.
They put her in a jail and they tried to take a picture of her and they said
Oh,
that was her
you
mugshot.
talking about oh my God, I'm sorry. You're talking about.
Come on, give it to
Oh,
me. Come
God.
on, give it to me.
Oh, God.
Give it to me. Come on, give it to me.
Oh, say her name, Sandra
Sandra
Bland.
Say that!
Sandra Bland.
Say that!
Say her name.
Sandra Bland. Say
Sandra
that!
Bland.
Say that!
Sandra Bland.
Come on, now.
Sandra
Don't
Bland.
act like y'all ain't did it.
Sandra Bland.
That's what I be saying. Like, I really don't want to get into what, you know what I'm saying? How shit really happened. A mug shot, a baby upside down or laying on the ground. Because how's her hair flat and she supposed to be standing up? They took that lady out immediately and she ain't do nothing. That's a woman. I don't want to hear that, man. I just don't want to. Don't come to me with that, man. I don't like that. Don't do that.
I mean, there's so many names.
Man, there's too many of them.
So many.
So trying to blame? I don't have to try to do anything.
Tell him back. Tell him T-Dub.
Like
Tell
that.
him T-Dub.
I just don't like that, man. And listen, Dr. Umar, man, listen.
Shout out,
Shout
Doc.
out.
Keep
Putting
your foot on their neck.
Schools in other countries and shit like that, man. Listen, man.
Keep putting your foot
Listen,
on their
man.
neck.
Absolutely, man. They can't. Listen, man. Only thing they can do is hate. And when they hating, you know you're doing something right.
That part.
Now listen, what they say when they run out of when they stop hating, they start telling lies.
When the hate don't work, they start telling.
They
lies.
start telling lies. That's it. Come on now. We ain't gonna let them do us like that. We gonna keep it strong. We gonna listen, man. That's why I want our young ones, man, to stick together. We gotta learn. We gotta teach them early. Stick together, man.
For real,
Because we are the problem when we stick together. We are what they scared of. Because we are what they rely on.
Oh man, my boss had sent me let us listen to a message. I need to ask her if she could send me that, or I might have to just get the name and I can probably pull it up. But it was powerful. This man was talking about how black people is special. He was a preacher. He was talking about how black people is special to God. You know what I'm saying? They know that. You know, it's no coincidence. But
I watched something else real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. I watched something else.
I wasn't saying nothing.
I watched something else real quick that said when it come down to all of us, we all are really black, right? But when you look up your inheritance, the normal thing to do.
Your heritage.
Your heritage. I'm sorry. Okay, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I said it wrong. You're right. When you look up your heritage, the normal thing to do is you gonna stop at when you see something different. And they like, no, don't stop right there. Keep going back. Because if you keep going back, you're going to dial up and you're going to see African. Because it started off basically one tribe is what they tried to say. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it basically branched off. Like, you know what I can't say like predominantly is what I want to say. It started off predominantly. It was like one, or however it's crazy how they explain it. I wish I could probably pull it up on my phone, but it'll take me a minute, so I'm not even gonna go through that. But basically, the moral of the story is what Dog was trying to say is how people go to these websites and try to get their bloodline, and they stop at the first time that they hear something different instead of continuing to dial them back.
Are you talking about like how I did the Ancestry DNA thing?
Yeah.
And so when you say they stop when they hear something different, rather than to go back,
to be like, right, to be like, oh well, bam, that's where I'm from. I'm people. He said people would be like, oh, I'm Dominican or I'm this or I'm that, but it's like so soon as they dial back and find the first part of Dominican, that's where they stop at. Like boom. I told you I was Dominican because this, but they was like, but he was like,
They don't.
if you go back further, you really African American. That's where it started from, but it was mixed with somewhere in there, and that's what you know what I'm saying. Like,
So basically, what I'm hearing, right,
uh-huh.
and I totally agree. What I'm hearing is what he was trying to express is that when you get like, say, if you a person that don't really have no straight African, like how black people, African Americans do, like you say, you a Dominican person, you a Mexican person, you a Chinese person, whatever, and that's what you see predominantly. You know, you have more of that in you. You might have a little bit of Kenyan, you might have a little bit of Egyptian, you might have a little bit, but you don't even acknowledge that. Or let's say you don't. You don't. Let's say you don't have none of that. You don't have nothing from African in you, in your DNA that comes up. You gotta acknowledge the fact that China came after Africa. The Dominican Republic came after Africa. All those places is descendants of see, because now you already know. All of them places is descendants of the family that came off the ark.
and I feel like that more so what he was trying to say is that's more predominant. African Americans basically is what almost in every population. You cannot say that.
We are the majority, but
Yeah,
they try to treat us like minorities.
bingo,
That's what
bingo,
you're trying to say.
bingo. It's a story. I'm gonna let you hear it. It's a story. I'm gonna let you hear it because he really get to talking in there, and I was just like,
I would love
I
to.
can.
Especially I'm about to go on my fast. I need stuff like that to listen to because I'm not gonna be listening to music or watching regular YouTube.
You gotta listen to ET.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to ET. I'm
This is
listening to
my
Tiffany
boy, hip hop preacher.
Montgomery.
I ain't gonna lie, and that's why I feel like I'm sorry.
No, listen.
No, that's why I feel like I kind of do a mini fast like every day because I ain't gonna say it go multiple hours, but I could turn on an hour and 40 minute, a 2 hour ET and just put it in my ear. That's why when people talking to me, I don't even know that they talking to me half the time. They be like, I'm sorry. And I be like, oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't hear you because I got the headphone. But everybody got a headphone on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one. But I just be so in tune to the word, like, where I'm hearing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't even turn music on until after I feel like I heard enough of
Motivation.
yep, the feed into me. Like I heard enough of that. Cause sometimes it'll switch over to somebody else. I like Inky Johnson, so it'll switch over to Inky. And sometimes it'll switch over to Kobe, talking about, you know what I'm saying, how hard he worked. That's why
Bryant.
yep. That's why I feel like I know certain shit about that. And that they relates to just what I listen to relates to my everyday life. I want to work hard everywhere I'm at. You know what I'm saying? It relates to my everyday life, but football is kind of, as a kid, is what taught me that. Football was the lesson of life for me, is what I feel like, because how you prepare for football is how you want to prepare for life. You know what I'm saying? You want to practice as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? You want to see a vision. They used to say, listen, before you even in that spot, you are supposed to be envisioning that you did this, envision that you did that. And one thing about ET said, I've been here already. I was already here. I already said this. You know why? Because I envision myself doing it. And that's why it's certain stuff about life that football is just like, that's the same thing they said. Football for me was kind of like, it was like, hey, this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You can take it serious and you can get the best result. You can be average and get an average result, or you can bullshit and get nothing. And after a while, that just kind of stuck with me. And football was my baby. So what I used to that
Now you choose to go hard.
was one thing I made sure I did some work for. I did some. You know what I'm saying? I was at every practice. I'm talking about. I ain't care where it was at. You couldn't tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you went hard today on the workout.
It reminded me of Kobe Bryant when he said when he was 17 and got drafted, and he was in there with Shaq and them and all that. No, he's 18. Went to the NBA. He was in there with a bunch of Nick Van Axel and all that. He said when somebody would bump him, they'd come up to him like, bro, you all right? He said, get up like, nigga, is you all right? Like, he felt like they was trying to little dog him. Like, when I first played semi-pro, I was 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, but football is my love. You can't tell me I can't play this. I don't care how big you are, how old you are. Like, you strap it on, it's go time. And the one thing is, I realized this in life. The person who wins is the person who works the most. You can't outwork me in nothing. Cause I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work every day. I'm not gonna make an excuse. I'm gonna go to work when I don't want to. You can't outwork me in nothing. I'm gonna clean up. When I don't want to, I'm gonna do it. When I want to, I'm gonna do it. And it don't matter what it is. You can't outwork me in nothing. That's just life. If I want to be better than just be the best, better than the next, I can't expect to be the best and to let you outwork me. You working when I'm asleep, or you working when I ain't working because I'm chilling. You can't outwork me in nothing. That's it. Behind the scenes, I tell my football team this all the time, bro. Y'all gotta want to work more than just in practice. Y'all tired because y'all want to do this only when we come outside. You gotta want to do this at home.
He ain't lying, y'all.
It's life. Can't nobody out pray you. You can't let nobody pray more than you. You can't listen, when you want it,
especially not for you.
When you want it.
Especially not for you. And that's what I was talking about earlier.
That's it.
Like, if you say you believe in God, you say you believe in prayer, you say you believe in the word, you can't let nobody else pray the word of God back to God more than you, because you don't know the word of God. And it's a scripture in there that say, I won't let a rock cry out. Because, see, everything is going to praise God because he is worthy of the praise, right? Mm-hmm. So if you don't do it, a rock will do it. Mm-hmm. But are you going to be that one that God done everything for? He forgiving you. He loving you. He provide for you. He covering you. You know, you already know if you was doing more, he would do more. The least you could do is praise him. Hallelujah! That's all it takes. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jehovah Jireh. Thank you, Jehovah Nisi. Thank you, Jehovah Sikkenu. You got to know the names. You got to get in your word. He will forgive you for anything. You got to read your word. And exactly what he just said. That is the fundamental reading. It ain't gonna come to you. You gotta go to it. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, but here's the thing though. When you go to it will come to you. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, you gotta know. You know what I'm saying? If you can't sit there and put it together, you gotta read. I ain't gonna get into that because that's something personal that for me right now. Not that I can't read. Something personal that I'm going through for my page. Personally, a lot of people can't read and they don't really.
And a lot of them people is, and wonderful. They swear that they is the most top tier Christians. You know, we the scum of the earth. You know.
I really see
like, oh boy, that was on Monkey the other day. He probably swear but down here Christian. I bet you.
Yeah. Yep.
Any amount of money that guy.
Yeah.
Now, quick story time.
Yeah.
And
Please.
we mad because that was our first time doing it.
And we can't
and
show
so
it's
we did get the
really
screen share,
that's one of the ones
that's
that we want to
one.
use for example of
Man,
how
I'm
people
so-
really think about us. Like,
Now here's the thing. We got the audio of him, right?
but some of it is
You can hear him talking.
some of it, because you remember how, you know how the video do when there's so many gaps. If the video can't hear it very clear, and the video just gonna.
Oh, I can fix that because I can just revert to original.
Oh, okay. So if
Take
you
the magic audio off.
So
that's what
if
it's
you
doing.
can do that, then
Yeah.
we got his audio, what he was saying, but the stuff that I feel like that he researched, that he was just trying to go and find, and I feel like you're doing this on your free time because this
'Cause
is
you
what you
like
plan on
it.
doing. You can't.
Because you like to watch that type of shit, weirdo.
Yeah, and not only that, it's a premeditated thing. You can't
Definitely.
You can't
Definitely.
wait to show a color of person. That's
Person of color.
a person of color. That's premeditated. That you sat back and you stored these
Trolling.
videos, or you know where these are. You can't wait to show this.
You had
because
to
I
find
guarantee
that.
you,
like you said, you was like, I'm not finna look for that
I'm
shit.
not looking
and
for
had
that.
that in my algorithm.
Hell no, I'm not. I'm not even. No, what? No, I wouldn't even look for that in your color of skin to have that. No, that's just not my amount. No, hell no. I'm not looking for. No,
It
hell
was
no.
horrible. But at the same time, it was funny, right? Now, the shit that he was showing us on the phone clearly wasn't funny because it was like
wasn't.
he went and got some stuff from Africa where people was like chewing on each other or on humans, you know, and there was people of color.
It's
and
like
so,
but see, and I wish I would have thought about. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
I was just saying, I wish I would have thought about this then. It's like when they was in Florida off them bath salts.
Exactly.
They was doing the same thing off bath salts.
And there was wonderful people doing it.
That's what I'm saying. They was doing the same thing off bath salts. But I didn't think about it because we chilling.
It was
I
so
didn't
fast.
even think
It
nobody was
happened
even
so
going to
fast.
be on nothing like that.
First of all, this guy, right, you could tell he was streaming
Yeah.
or recording or whatever because he had the whole setup. He had on a freaking, let us set the scene. He had on a freaking airline pilot's hat or a sailor's hat or something like that, right? He's sitting there, and the first thing he said to us was something about Carmelo Anthony. And his tone, right? Because I don't even remember the words that he said.
I don't remember neither.
But his tone let me know that he was about to be on some grace, like some KKK. You know what I'm saying? Type stuff.
I was so much of a kid to the situation. Or not even a kid, I'm saying. I was just so much of like thinking that niggas not gonna be like that. I'm like, oh, he about to do magic. Like this, I'm about to be a magic nigga. But go ahead.
So T Double just found Monkey. That's what we're talking about, the Monkey app.
Right.
Maybe like a week or two ago or 2 months ago.
No, I've been knew about it because of you. Oh, no, we're gonna mix that with that because that's the good shit. No, we put that right there in the separate.
That
bar.
way we make it better.
No, we're gonna leave that. Okay, I like that.
At least
So
do that.
yeah, okay, yeah, let's do that. But no, I'm saying we're gonna put that in the separate one. But no, so I knew about it because of you. I'm gonna tell you.
Because I be watching Naomi Winner.
Well, before when you was on it, and yeah, you was watching the one, and I was like, nah. You was like, oh, she playing a tranny. I'm like, no, that's a tranny. I'm like, no, that's a nigga.
I didn't say she was playing a tranny. I said she was tricking them.
Right, like acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like basically like tricking niggas because niggas think she a tranny. And I was like, When I looked at
No,
Shorty,
I knew she was a tranny.
OMG, I promise you, we had to look that up on. You had to see it on the site when her mama had to tell her and her friend, or her mama had to tell her that you know what I'm saying. That she didn't really mess with her because she was. I was the one who found out with you, baby, because I was. You was like, no, she not trans. At first, you was like, no, that's a girl, and I'm like, that looked like a trans to me. And you was like, oh, let's see. And then we found out because we watched that she was on a show.
Huh?
Her mama aired her out on a show saying about how she was mad because, you know what I'm saying, she went trans.
Talking about Naomi Winner?
I don't know if that's her name. So I could
Was
be
this
wrong.
months ago or weeks ago?
No, months ago. The very first
I
time.
don't remember. I don't.
The very first time when you was on Monkey showing me that somebody was saying, because at first she was like, she tricking people, telling people that she a tranny. And when I sat and watched it, I'm like, that is a
I
tranny.
didn't say she was tricking people. I said she was telling people that she a tranny that don't believe her. They
Right.
didn't believe her
But
because she's so fine. I didn't
but
say she was tricking people.
you thought she was a girl.
I knew. No, I didn't, babe.
OMG, I promise you. This is how we got on the video, and I could tell you on the video where she was on the show. She's on a TV show that she gets revealed that she
I don't know nothing about this.
OMG. And this how
If I see the TV show, maybe I remember it.
Okay.
Because you know I got brain
okay.
fog right now.
So
What?
type her name in and then go to the show and then type TV show or something. Her mother goes off on her and I don't know nothing about this because I didn't even know Monkey then. Her mother goes off on her and basically is telling her like how she don't accept her because like you know what I'm saying, you really was my son, like you know what I'm saying, but he didn't care. She didn't care, whatever you wanna, you know what I'm saying, no disrespect, but I watched that with you together, and why we watched that together is because when you were saying you were saying she was, and I'm like that's a tranny. But I had to watch a couple. I'm not gonna say I just knew it off rip. I had to watch a couple videos, and I'm like, no, that is a tranny. And you was like, no, that's not. And then that's how.
What TV show? Like, cause I don't know what you're talking about. When I found out about Naomi Renter, it was on YouTube, and she was. Cause she was
Bingo,
doing
her
trick
right
or
there, her
trade.
right there, her right
Exactly.
there.
She was doing trick or trade. She was obviously a trans. I didn't think she was no real woman. Never.
I would not listen.
Maybe somebody else you know her.
Don't do that. I would lie for you before I lie to you. The thing is this.
What?
So you showed me a show. What's her name? Because I can bring the show up. Because if I don't know if you don't.
Yeah, you gonna have to bring it up. 'Cause I don't.
Okay,
remember.
what's her name? What's her name?
Naomi Winter.
Okay. I'm about to. And then. Okay. I'm about to get this. I want to make sure. I think that's it, right? Okay, I think that's it. Because
It wasn't me.
no, don't do that. How else do I know? I know it good. How else is we talking about
It
the
was
same?
somebody else.
You
One of your other
gotta
female
knock
friends.
that off. You have to knock that off. Listen,
Your best
baby,
friend is a female.
baby, don't.
We ain't even gonna talk about the stalker.
Don't do that because
If that's what you're trying to say, don't do. I don't know what you're telling me not to do.
No,
You got 5 sisters, 4 sisters. It could be anybody.
They don't know. Listen.
This is on YouTube. I never seen that.
Listen. We about to to get to. I'm about to let you know. I'm about to let you know. It don't look like this one. It don't look like this. I ain't gonna lie. It don't look like this. Because she was on there with another dark skinned one. They was both. And you was like, oh yeah, and then you was like, oh yeah, she probably is. But her, like, I'm not, man.
Talking
Okay.
about
Whoever the dark skinned girl was, you was like, yeah, that probably is trans. But when you was talking about Naomi, your shorty, you were like, no, but her, that's not like
I
you
first
like
saw her.
she do this on Monkey like all the time. And when we man, her mama was mad. They mama was mad. I'm just trying to find this for you. They mama was mad.
He mistaken me with somebody else.
All right, no, okay, you right. I ain't gonna.
I ain't tripping, but I'm just saying I don't remember that.
That's okay.
I remember sitting here and watching her plenty of times, and this is the first time I've ever heard any conversation even like this from you.
Because I don't sit here and watch her with you.
No, but
this
when
is
you
how
been,
this is how basically I was. So after watching her, after you told me what she did, and once I was introduced to her, this is what the conversation. She was doing a double with another trans, and it was a black person.
No, I have seen that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's where this came from. So
that's where it was. So is you talking about her or the other
they
one?
was this. So
Nah, the other one. Nah. Okay, I understand what's happening right now. You're mistaking her with the other one. I always knew Naomi was trans because she said it in the first video that I ever seen her on. The other person that she came on with, I wasn't sure at first. And then I started watching hers, and I knew, I'm like, oh yeah. But at first I wasn't sure. I'm like, dang, is she a real girl doing a video with her?
That's probably what it was.
That's what it was.
Because I remember saying,
that's what it was.
I just remember saying, like, I just know that
that's what it was, because I remember.
Off of Baby Girl, it led to a video that I know. I was like, no, that's you know what I'm saying? That's a trans. Like, and you was like, and then we watched the video where they mother went hard on them during a show, and you know what I'm saying? And that's when you was like, oh, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know. Like, and so you right. You right. No, you right.
Yeah, you talking about the one who had did the thing with
she was on Monkey.
She was on there with Naomi because I ended up following her I ended up watching some of the other girl videos too, but I go back to Naomi shit because Naomi shit just a little more professional looking.
So
it's
the thing is probably that
consistent.
I got it confused because that's how I was introduced through the one. I just used to sit and watch, but then because you probably already had told me that she was trans anyway, because I probably would have said that about her too. But you probably, like you said, you knew at the beginning. So
talking about Naomi,
right? So when she brought the other girl in,
I'm
like, that's trans. I could tell that's trans too. Like I just off certain, that's trans too. And you like, no, that's probably not. It's probably, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no.
I mean, because you know why I feel like that. Because motherfuckers be saying I'm trans.
I feel like I could look at you.
And I'm not.
But I could look at you and tell that you're not.
Motherfuckers probably be saying that about her. And she is. So I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Y'all lucky I can't show y'all my vagina right now.
She better not. Okay. No, my bad. Okay. So, all right.
Y'all heard what he said.
That was off the Elon Musk. Now, I really want to get into this. This story right here is, I feel like, for me, real deep. So, y'all know we AI, right? Y'all can make us cartoons. We AI. All this is alleged.
I think I would make that little part some type of AI.
Geno Smith is a quarterback, and he was with the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's with the New York Jets. Geno Smith. He had a bunch of stuff floating around, like he was in an altercation with his baby mama. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I seen a video of her recording while they was talking. She didn't show her in the video. But she like, yeah, y'all, this Geno Smith, he just beat my, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he walking away as she saying this.
So she right? Yeah, that was.
So she turned the video on like, yeah, y'all, this Geno Smith, he just beat my ass. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He walking away, and she following him, and so basically she follows him to talk more stuff. I don't know what he's saying. I can't really hear him, so he's probably talking stuff too. I'm not taking it away.
Because she probably got on the damn mic.
Right, I'm not taking it away. He probably talking shit too, but he's walking away. So, what she does is she says something, and then she turns around and start running because all you hear is feet going, and then she yells, "Ah!" You know what I'm saying, like that. So you thinking like, I immediately thought like, damn, Geno Smith, he out of there. He about to get in trouble. He putting his hands on her. And then you just did that while she recording. You gone. You out of there, bro. You just signed a whole nother contract. A whole nother. You gone, bro. That's what I was thinking. Right. Literally right before the show, right before we press live, I got an update that said the police came. They ain't arrest nobody. They said baby girl was just hollering wolf.
She ran for no reason and punched herself in the head.
Made a video about all of this though and posted on social media.
Okay, so let me ask you. Hold on. I'm sorry, keep going.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Because I'm thinking, if that's the case, why you on the video? Why you not on the phone with the police? This nigga chasing me. He doing this. He doing that because you know you're aggravating him. You know what I'm saying? So within your aggravation moment of you knowing that you aggravating him, you don't want nobody else to hear that. Because you want to aggravate him to a point where you make him look bad on camera.
That's the goal.
To the people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you want to do. Make him look bad on camera to the people ruins his whole career.
Because he probably had already said he ain't want nothing to do with her. You know what I'm saying? At that point, they was probably at odds or, you know, whatever. So, if you don't want nothing to do with me, then you don't need no money. That's what she's saying.
Or you don't need to be around. Shit, go ahead on.
Go to prison.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you talking about her? Oh,
yeah, this why she did the bullshit she did.
Yeah. Or it's like, or if you ain't fucking with me, shit, I'm gonna get you gone. I'll get you out of here. Nigga, do you know who you is?
You don't need
I record you on a video. I'm gonna get you. She never recorded her face. I record you on the video. I get you out of here. Made it like he done.
That shit could have been AI.
Made it like he done. No, that's a real thing. Made it like he done did something to her. All that police pull up. They didn't pull off with nobody. So the thing is, did you ruin what he had going on now? No. Nah, he's still cleared to play at the new team that he played. Cause if that DV, you signed a new contract,
you out of there.
You broke. Well, no, we're not giving you nothing. We don't got nothing for you. We don't promote DV. You out of there. That could have changed his whole dynamics.
And we already talked about how the truth don't matter when the lies more entertaining. So he might still miss opportunities because of that shit.
at least he's able to at least be where he's gonna be at. He might miss opportunities like sponsorships and shit like that until
That's great.
until the season starts. Now, if he start putting on season start and he turned the Jets around, cause now he signed to the Jets. The dude
Who he
who
used to be on.
he started with, and they didn't like him. They traded him off. But now, guess who's the head coach of the Jets? Been the head coach for a year. The guess, can guess
The black guy
from.
from the Lions.
Come on, come
When he
on.
went there, his name is okay, you got Ben Johnson that went to Chicago. And that guy's name, the black guy, is the one that went to the Jets.
AG. I'm gonna give you his initials. AG.
Aaron Glenn?
Hey! Hey! Say that!
Period, because go Lions, bitch!
That's where he came from.
Even though I got on the Jets colors, and that's your favorite.
That
That's
is
why I
my
bought
favorite.
this.
I love it. Like, fit it. Okay, fit it. Okay, look at it. I thought it was a reindeer right here. I didn't know what this was. I thought this was a reindeer because I'm like, y'all see how that go. I'm like, that's a reindeer. She's like, I don't know. But I love it. That's definitely my favorite color. But yeah, she knew that. She hit that on the nose. Aaron Glenn. So what I wanna okay, so absolutely. And uh she did that, and so the update that I got before we started the show was that all of that was false. He's cleared to play. He good on the team. Like, that's not gonna take him off because it wasn't no DV against him. It wasn't no nothing against him. He didn't beat her like she said in the video, because she literally got on the video and said, "This Geno Smith, and he just beat my." Well, no, we could say that. He just beat my ass. That's what she said. And she did it, I feel like, more so for a
Out
moment
of malice.
to try to destroy him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because he
But
was done with her ass. And that's what we got to stop, ladies. Bow out gracefully and trust God that if this ain't the one for you, you could do better and get better. And so is the same for them. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? If you
yeah.
really love this person like you say you do, and you so hurt they did you bad because you really love them,
Just hope
then
for him the best. Like,
then
I
right,
hope the best for
and
him.
understand that it's somebody out here better for
Mhm.
them than you, and it'll be somebody out here better for you than them, and maybe y'all can still be friends.
At the
Maybe you
very
can at
least.
least be cordial.
Yeah, at the
Like,
very
all of
least.
this extra
Yeah.
shit that you're doing is not gonna help this person want to be with you.
Yeah. If you want to move on,
That shit weird.
moving on is the very best process for you. Don't move. Don't half move. It ain't no in between. You know what I'm saying? It's either you stand when it comes to, and I feel like this is just me personally, right? Let me give you a T double moment. I feel like when it comes to it's no, you know how people like it's no in between. This is one of the main things. It's no in between on. It's either we're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, or we're not. And us by being not mean, that don't mean that we ain't cool. That don't mean that I don't check on you, what up? You can't check on me, what up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But once you understood a side, once we established a side, you understood, like, don't say, "Oh no, I don't want to be in a relationship." That's cool. I just want to be friends, and then act like you're in a relationship. Vice versa. Don't say, "I don't want to be friends. I want to shit. I want to go to the next level. I want to," you know what I'm saying, and treated like your friends. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, just be what it is that you say you're about, and if that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, I definitely agree that that is the ideal way to go. And hey, there's really no rebuttal to that. That's the way to. And if you ain't sure, if you confused, if you going through a transition, if you figuring out your boundaries and your standards and everything, then don't get in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely.
And but here's the thing though. I feel like a lot of people, right? And I feel like for this, honestly, a lot of dudes do this more, but females do it too. Cause I found myself doing it a lot, and I might use it as like a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. But you have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Of like I'm not getting no relationship. I'm single.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm single until I'm engaged. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Friends to fiance to wife. That's
Mm-hmm.
been my philosophy for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you know that your desire is to be a wife and your goal is to be married, and then you find yourself, in it with a person, especially from a woman's perspective. But it can happen from a man too, especially if the woman is making him unsure. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever thing she might have going on. So you gotta, like you said, if you gonna be in a relationship, be in a relationship. If you're not, don't. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's always that turning point
Mm.
in relationships. You know what I'm saying?
What's the turning point?
You mean what does a turning point mean, or when
No,
is the
like
turning point?
what would it be? Like
It's
what?
always different, and I feel like that's the thing.
So you feel like in a relationship is always a time where people basically want to turn away? Is what you're saying?
No, when you go from just friends or just y'all just casually dating, you don't care, you got other shit going on, they got other shit going on, you it's the turning point from that to where, okay, I think I'm starting to feel an extra way about this person.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to explore something different, special, more serious,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
dare I say committed with this person.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I say, that's the next level. That's when full blown conversation should be had. I believe.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because if not, and I done been on both ends of this.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think this is so good right now.
Okay.
Because I done been on both ends of this. I feel like this is when a conversation needs to be had. As soon as you, as the person that starts to fall in love, let's just call it what it is, or
Okay.
think you fall in love,
Okay.
think that you want this person exclusively,
Okay.
you need to have a conversation with that person. Because if you don't, that person don't know, especially.
So what you saying is you are you saying have a conversation
I'm talking about
before you decide or after you decided that
no
that's what
one.
you
Yeah,
want to
after
do.
you decided
Once
that.
you decided that you should have a conversation with that person.
Once you decided that that's what you want, you need to have a conversation, a detailed, not you know, assuming, not beating around, not beating around the bush conversation, not metaphorically speaking, you know, if was a fifth, we'll all be drunk conversation. But this is how I'm feeling. This is what I want. This is what's gonna make me feel, you know, happy, comfortable, secure within our relationship going forward. Because now this is how I'm feeling. I feel like that adult, mature, serious conversation needs to be had as soon as you, as the person that starts to feel different, starts to feel more, starts to want more. That conversation needs to be had with that person. Because a person cannot read minds, first of all. And you don't know what a person done went through. Because depending on how you are, who you are, you can start to feel that early on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, Miss Cleo. Call me now. She can read you. Call me now. Remember Miss Cleo? Call me now.
Yeah, I do. And I don't believe in that anymore. Okay? I feel like the only thing that can talk to me is the Holy Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? Not no psychic. Not no. Yeah, no.
Call me now.
You know, I feel like when they be like a woman's intuition, that's the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? When they be like, follow your first mind, that's the Holy Spirit.
Bingo.
Call it what you supposed to call it. I feel like because people feel like they ain't in the church, they can't speak the language. Call it what it is. Say it loud because you got to be able to.
Ain't confident.
You got to be able to, but see, and that's why you ain't reading the word. Because if you read the word, one of the first scriptures that stood out to me was there's no condemnation in Christ. Once you're a believer, nobody can tell you, oh, you smoke weed, so you can't tell me you can't believe in God and God don't love you.
See,
that's a lie from the pit of hell.
The problem is exactly what you said. They just not reading it. Nobody's reading it. It's exactly what you said.
Yeah.
It's nobody's. Because if you read it, then you would know that. That you know what I'm saying? You would be more comfortable, but people don't want to, when it comes up, and say that comes up, you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, you do this. And people don't want to get into that argument because they don't know that. I can still do that and be, you know what I'm saying?
Right, because
they don't want to get because they don't know.
And because I think, too, a lot of things in the Bible might intimidate people. And they might think, because they might not have found that scripture that say there's no condemnation in Christ, all they're reading is the Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
They feel like if they're not following it,
or being raised by to the point where you gotta follow. If you ain't following the whole thing, you ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Because they think that's what I'm saying. Right, because they was raised by somebody that think that if you ain't following the Ten Commandments, you ain't right. You understand? So that's what they think. So, you know what I'm saying? They don't even try. Because they feel like, shit, well, I was lying yesterday. It's like you can't lie in the Ten Commandments. I can't go in there. I stole a candy bar from the gas station. I'm 7 years old. I stole a candy bar from the gas station. And so now I can't pray because I'm a sinner.
Okay, can I get a quick story time? I was something like that. First time I got baptized, right? I got baptized with my auntie, one of my favorite aunties. I think I talked about her.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah. Love her. Hey, auntie, love you.
Hey, auntie Maria, that's my baby. I got baptized with her because she was heavy in the church. My auntie was in the choir. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was one of the ones. She had her kids heavy in the church, and when we would go to her house, when she would get us, that would be one of the things. Like, okay, but we going to church. I was like, if she was off work and we going to church. Like, you going? Like, it ain't no staying. Everybody going. So
yeah.
So, you know, the word was everywhere for me. the word was everywhere that I went. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very grateful for that. The word
I
was
know that's
everywhere that I
right.
went.
Oh, it comforted you, kept you.
And absolutely, you know what I'm saying.
And
I
you
was
ain't even know at
surrounded.
the
Yeah,
time.
I didn't even know I was surrounded by the word. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And how the thing is, I don't know exactly what we were saying about church about this, but
We talking about your auntie.
she would definitely take us to church on Sundays.
You
Um,
was talking about
sh
the first time you got baptized.
okay, she would play her gospel music, but the first time I got baptized was, and I'm gonna tell you, yep, because it
You was
goes to
with
what you're
her.
saying. I was with her, right, and I was thinking that okay, now that I got baptized, once I'm good, I don't have to. I ain't gotta do. I'm good now. I ain't gotta do that again. I've been, but not knowing I'm sinning every
Oh my
day. You
God.
know what I'm saying? So because I got
And you was
baptized,
young, you was a kid.
I was young, young than the
First of
motherfucker.
all, I don't even that's why I haven't made I have and my daughter heavy in prayer. She don't like to read like how I did. So she might not be as heavy in reading the Bible as I wish she was. But she heavy in prayer and she
Mm-hmm.
do read her Bible. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying?
Amen.
And I haven't got my daughter baptized yet, but I am gonna get her baptized before she go off to college.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna make sure she baptized
Okay.
before. I'm gonna make sure.
You have a plan
I got a plan. And you wanna know
okay.
why? Because I was baptized young, right? I
Mm-hmm.
was baptized at like probably 9. I think I was 9. It was right after my daddy died, I think.
Okay.
Because if he died in September, I think I got baptized around Easter the next year,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I did it myself.
Okay.
I did it
Shout
at
out
a
to that.
different church. I did. I did it at a
That
different
take a lot.
church.
That take a lot.
I
I don't
liked
know.
church.
Maybe
We
because
got to
I'm a
dress
shop,
up
but to
and
stand up, that's a certain time in church. Everybody's not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
you know
You
me.
might be the only person that stand up and get baptized in church on this day. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else feel like, oh yeah, not me, not today, or
I
not.
wonder what Father
So
Audrey was
I feel
thinking.
like that takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, that takes a lot. So yeah, shout out to that. That takes a lot, man.
Yeah, I was
Shout out to
like,
you.
I was like 9 or 10.
Shout out to
I
you.
might have been 10. I think I was
You were
10. Now that I
smart,
think about it.
brilliant, baby. You're brilliant also.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I could see that. Yeah.
But I think about that, and that was the last and only time, right? But I'm ready to do it again. I'm gonna go to consecration class and all of that because, and the reason I haven't gotten my daughter baptized yet, the reason I didn't get her baptized at like 5, 6, 7, you something like that, because I want it to be her choice. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be because I told her to do it. And it was my choice, right? But I didn't really know what it meant.
Right. Cause it was me. Cause my auntie, she looked. And she was like, "Any of y'all?" And I kind of was sitting there, and I was like, for a minute, I was like, you know what I'm saying? And then she kind of got to explaining like, this is how you clear your sins, is everything that you ever did. And I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, I need
Let
that.
me go ahead and get
How
in
old were
line.
you?
I was probably like 14. Probably
Ooh,
like
that's
14, 15.
good. That's
And
good.
I was like, let me just go ahead and get in line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I
Look
did,
at
and she
how
was
old you
so proud of me. Like,
was.
I ain't gonna lie, she was so proud of me.
That's
Like,
so good.
she was so
God
proud of me.
is
I'll
so
never
pleased
forget
with
this.
that.
She was so proud of me. Like, to
Ooh.
just, because she didn't force me or nothing. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She just was like, don't none of y'all wanna. And she got to explain to us, like, what it meant. I was like, I'll just, let me just go because I wanna. And then she was so happy, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a moment for me.
Listen, and I want you to understand that. Ooh, listen, I did my makeup, so I'm not gonna cry. Okay. But I don't know. I've already been saying and thinking, and I think I said it out loud. I don't know that you are covered. You know what I'm saying? You are anointed. I see that. You know what I'm saying? In you, on you. It ain't just in you, it's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time I heard that story. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that.
First time I ever said it, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I never shared that with nobody. So first time I ever said it, like honestly.
I'm special. Sounds bad.
You are. No, to me. Anyway, to me. Like your grandma used to say, to me. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, the fact that you know that is crazy. Cause my grandma used to say
I
that
do a
for
little.
real.
I do a little listening. No,
Oh
I
my
do a little
gosh.
listening. I listen a little bit.
My
you
grandma
know.
used to say that. She's like, to me.
To
She
me,
said,
yeah, to me.
like, I don't care what you say.
But
I don't
to
care
me-
what's the fucking dictionary.
Oh, listen. The president could say what the fuck he got. But to
The
me,
only person probably could have came down here and told her different was Jesus. Okay?
But to me, okay.
To her?
Let me tell you, to me.
To me?
Okay.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, yes. Oh my God. Listen, I'm grateful and on that note, I'm gonna go pee. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, because I gotta pee.
Okay.
But you know, we gonna pretty much go into what happens after you finish whatever.
I can jump off into my next internet mess so to get out the way while you're doing that.
I might have 2 internet messes.
The one I'm about to jump into is perfect that you're going to pee because you don't want to hear this anyway. Anyway,
who it's about?
Your girl Beyonce and Jay-Z. Anyway, so anyway, everybody was kind of wondering like, how did Jay-Z have an afro after he just had them wigs like dreads?
Okay,
like,
now you can easy. He cut here.
What happened?
He cut the wig down to about right here. Put a whole bunch of conditioner. Something he rich. You know what I'm saying? And got it calmed out.
So let me tell you
I'm a licensed cosmetologist.
So let me tell you what happened. He didn't cut it, but he did put a whole bunch of product in there, and the product is Beyonce's product.
Lies!
Okay, back to what I was saying. He didn't cut it, and the product is Beyonce's product. And you see this in a vlog that she puts and to telling the story as of to why that he wanted an afro. His dad is from Philly. His dad was a basketball player. He was doing this show in Philly. His dad wore afro. He wanted an afro. And something about their daughter didn't believe that her hair was good or something like that. So that was the story that she told. But she also showed the process that they went through. But the process that they went through was all her product. She had her hairdresser do it while she recorded how they took it apart, how they sprayed it with a lot of product, like how she said, a lot of conditioner or whatever, to loosen it up, to comb it out, to get it in afro form. It was to promote her product a lot of the way. I feel like, me personally, you're going to get raw, real, uncut right here with me. Me personally, I feel like it was to tell a story. She don't really do vlogs or nothing like that. Tell stories or nothing like that. So a lot of people are going to be in tune. She brought a part of the story and made it sentimental to put her daughter in it. And she showed a valid point of the story to show to where he turned locks into a fro. And she used whatever that she had to use to fill in. But it was basically a product idea to me. I think that it was all about the product. It's more so you gonna wonder how somebody went from, you know what I'm saying, from that to that with that length, still same length. You gonna wonder how it happened. I got the product for you, and I guarantee you the product is for the high.
That's why I'm saying it's a lie. First of all, the hair is not the same length. I synced it. I synced his fro, and
Did you
if
see the video of her vlog or
no,
of her?
why would I do that? No,
So that's the thing.
but I don't care to hear her live. I I know the truth. First of all, she know the truth, and she know that it's enough people that follow her. She got billions of followers. It's enough people that follow her that don't know the truth. And we already talked about how nobody gives a fuck about the truth once a lie is more entertaining. And anything that she say to her hive is more entertaining than the truth. Okay? The truth is, he did have to definitely.
But this was reported. Okay, but this was reported on multiple
Don't give a
platforms.
fuck. It's reported on multiple platforms because that's what they people submitted to those platforms to report.
Okay.
Fuck.
Now the truth is, go ahead.
The truth is, he did cut that shit. The truth is, if he would have combed out them wicks where they was, his fro would be way bigger than that. First of all, okay, so he definitely cut him. And now that's a fact. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I didn't watch the video. So I didn't see if she said he didn't cut him at all. I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to put no Beyonce in my algorithm, even for my phone to hear that. I don't care to see the video because she's a liar. If that bitch says she ain't cut them locks, she's a liar. I mean, them wicks, she's a liar.
I'm not saying that. I'm gonna show you what she said. Listen, what you say, to be a content creator or a podcaster. I don't care who you like, who you don't. When we talk about somebody, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about at the very least. Because and not to say that you like what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? You like the person. I'm just saying I'm going to show you because what I'm telling you, I'm going to show you what happened is what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Okay, so off of that, I try to do that while you was gone. My last thing in the internet mess. If you have been watching any streaming or anything like that, you know Dean and AB has been streaming together for a minute now. AB is Adrian Broner, the boxer, and Dean is a streamer. And AB gets a lot of backlash because AB, what he does is he drinks a lot. He has he's starting to gain a beer belly, and
He drink beer?
no, he drinks a lot of liquor, but his stomach is really big,
Okay.
like a beer belly.
Okay. Yeah. I can relate.
To be, you know what I'm saying? What
No,
he-
I
to be
can
what
totally
he-
relate.
To be what he used to be. No, you can't. To be what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? As a boxer, you know what I'm saying? A person. And
I mean, I can't relate because I ain't
Total
never been a
fit
boxer,
form,
but
you know
I
what I'm saying?
have gotten to my fair share of fights.
So your girl Yanti, Rick Ross, baby mama, went off on him.
Oh, Adrian Bronner.
Told him, I don't know why you letting Dean do what you want, what he want to do, embarrass you. You can get money in other ways. Like, you a boxer, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that nigga talk to you any kind of way because you feel like you get a couple dollars on some stream shit. Like, nigga, you was getting how much money you was getting boxing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Say
was smoking that, and I feel like Dean was kind of trying to tell him don't listen to that, and Adrian Broner was like, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like a lot of people is trying to look out for the health of Adrian Broner.
I was about to say, I mean, what do the other dudes look like? He,
Dean ain't nothing like that. Dean no slim or light brown skin. Like
his skin color don't got nothing to do with whether or not he
I'm
can
saying,
fight.
he ain't no boxer. He a fucking streamer. He's not.
Oh,
Dean ain't no Adrian Broner just getting on from streaming, and that's what's
because
getting
his
him
name
money.
from boxing got him followers too.
And he feel like being on with, you know what I'm saying, a streamer is helping him. And he been on with Dog and Dog. They been dressing alike. And that's something else she got on. She like, y'all niggas dressing alike. She like, nigga, you look gay. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You look on that, on the spectrum. Um, but you know what I'm saying? She was just cutting into him, and he had to tell Dean like, nah, bro, I need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Because he is drinking excessively. Like every time you see him, he's drinking, and he drinking so much that you know what I'm saying. It just even when Javante Davis seen him, he pulled him to the side like, bro, let me talk to you off camera real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your mic down. Let me talk to you off camera real quick. Like, people really care about the health of dog because it look like it's going down. You know what I'm saying? And
I get it.
it is so bad to the point where it's like, bro, get back. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere near towards your back. Not even saying you got a box, like,
Do
but
something.
the shape that you in and what you doing on camera every time we see you, you drinking.
Hmm.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's people that care about your health, man. So I just wanted to kind of point that out, man, because I can relate to being in situations.
Hello, I've
And
already said if I ain't got my drinking together by the end of this year, I'm going to the rehab.
no, we about to get her together though.
I ain't ashamed
That's
or
what y'all
afraid to
know.
say it.
Listen, that's what y'all know. We about to get her
I
together.
used to drink
She
twice
is
a year. Now
definitely
I drink 4 times a week. I don't like it.
nah. She on the schedule. She's not doing 4 times a week. She's probably doing two.
My schedule is 2. I do 4. I'm being honest.
Well, if that's the case, then she's cheating the schedule. But we gonna tighten that up. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, cause it'll be like I drank the night before, right? And the next day is not a drinking night, but there go the drink right there, or it's looking so cold and refreshing in the
she
refrigerator, and
drinking.
I'm hot, and so I'll drink it, and I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna drink this a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, I done went and got the bottle that's still left over.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's not making it up.
I'm not. I'm definitely
Maybe
not.
she's not making it
It's
up.
in the freezer. You gotta go in the freezer.
My thing is, but she's definitely working towards getting better.
Hey, knowing is half the battle. And so I feel like just the fact that I know I need to change the dynamics of the relationship between me and alcohol. Okay. Just the fact that I know that is a part of my battle and recovery. And I'm grateful. And I know I already got the victory. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so excited. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm excited to do what God want me to do sober. You know what I'm saying? I'm
That's
excited to
awesome.
see the world the way God wants me to see it sober because, ever since I took my first drink at 13, 14, I don't think there's been a year that I haven't taken one sip of alcohol. At least. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying
But if you're doing a sip a year, that ain't bad. So
I understand that, but my thing is that was back then. Of course, I'm only doing a sip a year. I'm 14, 15, 16, 17. It's harder to grab it. You know what I'm saying? But by the time I was 18, 19, I was drinking at least 3, 4 times a year. And then by the time I was 20, no, I say by the time I was 30, because when I started working at that plant, that's when I started working, I started drinking more. By the time I was 30 now, I'm drinking once or twice a week.
yeah,
And that was
transition
for
to
like
transitions.
4 months. But then it went to, once or twice a month, and then once or twice a week again, and then now, what I'm saying, 3, 4 times a week, sometimes every day.
Transitions in life, it's just it's about control.
That
You
shit
know
is
what I'm
out.
saying? That's what we talked about that, but it's about
Yeah,
control.
we did, and I appreciate that because I believe that. You're right.
Yeah. And everything gets better within due time. I heard some shit like you ain't even did nothing consistent until you at least did it 100 times. You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean in a row. That just mean in a pattern. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did nothing consistent
It
until
ain't gonna
you
be
did
100
it.
days in a row, but it
Right,
could be
but
100 weeks. It could be
right.
100,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
every 2 weeks. Yeah, yeah.
Structure is important. Like, you know what I'm saying? So control is important. And that's what I want to close with. Basically saying I ran mines to the end. But
Well, I celebrate my wins. I do acknowledge them. I don't drink before 5 o'clock. I don't give a fuck what day it is, unless maybe my birthday or your birthday or we out of town. Them the only days I might drink before 5 o'clock, but I literally will wait until 5:01. Won't I back? Because I just feel like you got to have some type of boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't just be waking up like I done seen people, literal family members, wake up and drink the same beer that ain't have but this much in it, 40, that they sat on the side of the bed when they went to sleep at like 4 in the morning. They wake up at 8:30 and turn that same beer up. No, I'm not about to be that. I just was telling my cousin earlier, I'm not gonna be a alcoholic. I go to the rehab first. But anyways, ain't gonna testify to that. I messed around and vlogged the whole time. Don't fuck with me. Like, I'm not ashamed of nothing, y'all. It's no condemnation in Christ. If Christ don't condemn me, what can you do? Right? Like, you literally can't do nothing to me. Okay, I got a couple of things for the internet mess. I do want to say again, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there that are active, loving, caring, involved, and if your baby don't, or baby mama, depending on the age of the kid, don't have a telephone number to contact you, if it's her fault, if you ain't went down to FOC or whatever it is in your state to force her to give you contact with your kids, this ain't for you. But if you are an active, loving, caring, involved father, none of that was financial. I want y'all to open y'all ears, right? Because a lot of y'all be swearing up and down. All we care about is if y'all pay child support. I ain't saying nothing about child support. I ain't saying nothing about if you paying father. I didn't even say if you was a providing father, right? Which in the Bible we do, but we ain't gonna talk about that, right? Because none of us are perfect. I didn't say you had to be the holy father. I said you had to be a father. If you were active, loving, caring, involved, father, stepfather, uncle, cousin, granddaddy, mentor, big brother, fifth from the fifth floor. You understand what I'm saying? A coach, if you are a male positive role model in a child's life, happy Father's Day. I said all that to say you are cherished, you are a king, okay? And you should have been celebrated, especially yesterday, but every day, because you are a precious gem. Because so many males that donate sperm don't choose not to actively father, right? So when you choose to actively father, you should definitely be giving grace, mercy, love, and especially the praise on Father's Day. So, happy Father's Day to y'all. Happy Father's Day to you again, T Double.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And what else? I think was that all? I forgot what I was with that. Oh, yeah. Happy Father's Day to y'all. I ain't even gonna talk about that. But the last thing I want to talk about are two things on the internet mess. The lady whose baby was unalived in Mississippi. It was like a routine stop, and she say, "I lifted my baby up." She say, "I raised my baby up," you know, to show them that the baby was in the car, you know, before shots killed him in Mississippi. I just feel like we need to be talking about that more. Like, more platforms needs to be talking about that. We need to be protesting peacefully, you know what I'm saying, in Mississippi and everywhere about this baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? 1-year-old Cohen Wiley, that's his name.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that. Yeah, that should definitely be in the news at least.
No, for sure. One of my Facebook friends, OOMFBF, had put it in their stories, and I was like, "Oh, you had a new baby?" You know what I'm saying? And she was like, "No, this the baby that got unalived in Mississippi." I'm like, "Oh my God," you know what I'm saying? And probably after I looked that up, it started coming to my algorithm. And so, yeah, like, it's just ridiculous. Just like the baby, God, thank you, Jesus, the baby that was in the back of the car when the brother and sister from Detroit got unalived a few weeks ago after that whole thing on Facebook. Not saying that was the reason, just saying. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Yeah. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to say, and this is like a mashup between Detroit, What Up Though Is You Cool, and Internet Mess. LA Try Guys in Detroit. Okay? That's my dog. You know, he young. He like 25, so, and he like,
You like him, yeah.
he like, I like them who like me. Like, I was dating a 49-year-old when I was 17. So I'm not going to say I just like them young. I like who likes me.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, finish what you saying. My bad.
LA Try Guy has not had the pleasure of meeting me.
Correct.
Now, he might like him on auntie. I don't know. But that's not why I'm talking about him. Why I'm talking about him is because we have been watching him for at least a year. You know what I'm saying? And I have been waiting, like, wondering, like, how you just gonna keep dogging Detroit out? Like, I just see you jump on a plane to go to West Bumblefuck to get some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. And we got so much good shit and he hadn't been to Detroit yet. So yeah. I just was like, I know he should be coming here soon. I had literally just said that maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. So then to see him here, you know, I thought that was exciting, you know. And if you don't know, LA Try Guy is like a chime time. You know what I'm saying? He's from LA. Well, he's from what, like down south somewhere.
Yeah.
His mama, he from down Arkansas. He from Arkansas. Yeah. He from Arkansas, but he live in LA now, and he go all over trying different restaurants. And maybe like a year ago, he started the Sunday Facebook plate
Marketplace,
series,
like,
Facebook Marketplace series, which I didn't watch the one from Detroit yet. Did you?
I don't think he put it out yet. Well, if he did, I haven't seen it. No.
Okay, good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing that one. And yeah, LA Try Guys here. So if you don't already follow him, I'll put it in the description or up in the, some type of way. I'll, tag him. And if you happen to be a fan of his, hey, we're time to talk it out. I'm your girl, Jen, checking in. This is your chocolatiest drop, your boy.
I'm your boy T Double. Yeah, that's me.
Yes, and we are so glad to have you. Please. Clearly, we are auntie and uncle. Please make sure you have subscribed to this channel. And because we would love to see you later, right? Because we also love to eat, travel. We have this obvious podcast. We have other platforms that we love to add to, with our beautiful, sexy, melanated energy. So if you're interested, and even if you're not, it's free and it's not even going to bother you, okay? Just subscribe to the channel, okay? We're on the road to 100 subscribers. Once we get to 100 subscribers, somebody's going to get a gift. When we get to 500 subscribers, somebody's going to get an even bigger gift. And when we get to 5,000 subscribers, somebody's going to get a cruise. Period. I'm just going to put it out there. Free cruise.
You heard it.
5,000th subscriber. Okay, so tell your friend, tell your friend, tell your friend, because it's gonna be a cruise for two. So if they just so happen to be the 5,000 subscriber and they win the cruise, you can go with them.
You heard it here first.
Period. And we love you. I'm gonna give the floor to your boy T Double to kind of like close this out.
Oh yeah, I mean,
If you had any last anything.
that was it for me, man. I just appreciate y'all tuning in.
We love y'all so much. May the Lord watch.
Peace.